now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's going on, family? It's that boy, Coach Malachi, in the building, and we are back. Wait a minute. What happened? Oh, my bad. Yeah. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to. Okay, hold on. My bad, y'all. My bad. I sit back on my seat. I see my goddamn. Okay. I'm trying to make sure we Gucci on one end. Hold on. Salute to everybody, man. Y'all give me a thumbs up. Let me know y'all can hear me. I should be good. Okay, I'm good. We good now. We good. Hold on. Matter of fact, nah. Let me just turn the show on right here, so I make sure. All right, that's all I make sure. All right, that should be good. All right, yeah. We got it. We good. We got it. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to everybody. Let's see who we got. Shout out to Daniel.
True.
Shout out to Daniel.
Okay.
Shout out to G5 from the Bronx. G5, what's going on, brother? Shout out to Mr. Tomato Can. Mr. Tomato Can, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Arnold Brown. Shout out to Carl. What's going on, brother? Shout out to we got my main man, the Bronx in the building, G5. Curtis, what's going on, brother? Hey, that dog go, hey, Curtis, man, stole him out, man. Curtis stole him out, man. Come on, man. Come be a part of Team Debo. Come be a part of Team Debo. And they promise. You know what I mean? They promise now. You know what I mean? I talked to Bill and see if we can work out, but you know what I mean? You look at me and you all right. I talked to him so we can work out. And if you jump on the Debo bandwagon right now, well, I can promise you one thing. Debo won't take your chain from around your neck. You ain't got to worry about taking your chain. You ain't got to worry about taking your watch off. None of that. You see what I'm saying? Putting it under the shoebox on the porch. You ain't got to worry about that, fam. I'm telling you right now. Shout out to doggone Tila. Salute, Tila. Salute. Yeah, man. Got a new interview coming up. I got a couple of new interviews coming up soon. I ain't gonna put the word out there. I'm just gonna, you know what I mean? Y'all just be on the lookout. Arnold Brown he boy told that ninja from Philly to say his name. Yeah. I hear all that. See. Put it this way, right? I'm gonna let y'all know this. I laugh, right? Because I know a lot of these dudes online outside of Philadelphia don't know what's going on. These niggas just hating just to be hating. Just saying what you know what I mean? And I get that. I mean, they ain't making no money. They're making chicken change, but I do know that because I pretty much know what everybody making them up. Like I can, that's another story. You ain't got to look at nobody's back office. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna tell how I do that. And I got receipts. And I have receipts. I can literally physically show tangible receipts. You know what I mean? So anyways, not necessarily, Cash App, stuff like that, but you can see what that channel generates. But that's neither here nor there. So, so I do get the business model. I mean, I get that, but them niggas, anybody outside of Philly, they don't know what that situation about. There's a Philly don't like Bud, right? And this shit go all the way back to the amateurs. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying everybody from Philly, but for the most part, that boxing scene, they don't like them at all. You know what I mean? Based on some shit that happened in the amateurs. And that's all that shit is. All these other niggas, they just was riding. They just was so pro PBC and riding reverse cowgirling the PBC so much, and then they became diehard Arrow fans, became radical. Diehard Wilder fans became radical. Then Boots is over there affiliated with the PBC, so up under them. He wasn't assigned to him, but he fought on their cards all the time. For the not all the time, but a good portion of his career, he fought on their cards and stuff like that. So it's a whole lot. So I get cause I spoke to Bud yesterday. Like I spoke to him yesterday. You see what I'm saying? So I know what that shit about. I know. Then I got a good brother I talked to. He a cool brother out of Philly. He let me know what that situation was about. Cause I didn't even know. He told me, say, man, that's what this shit about. Then he told me the story. He told me the backstory. I was like, oh, cause I didn't know what it was. Then when he told me, then I confirmed. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. So that's all that shit was. All the other shit, all the other shit just ain't. I mean, it just talk. It just must talk going both ways. I mean, ain't shit gonna happen. Hey, we know that. We know that ain't shit gonna happen. Ain't nobody, you know what I mean? The nigga got a first fact of the matter is nigga need to be focused on that Puerto Rican he got coming up. But they trying to promote, you know what I mean? They not even talking about they fight. So I know what that was about. I know what that was about. That's about. So I get the Philly angle. Anything outside of Philly is PBC. It's anybody that was affiliated with PBC who was pro PBC channels and they hated anything that wasn't signed to the PBC. That there's another dynamic. But guess what? That's just on this small community called Boxing on YouTube. That and a little boxing space on Twitter. That's not big. You know what I mean? But actually in public, when he in these cities that they say he can't come to and all that shit there, man, them motherfuckers be wanting to shake hands. Them motherfuckers be wanting to shake hands and take pictures. True. Facts. That's the truth. When they see you, they want to shake hands and take pictures. Facts. Hey, what does they say? Box is so slow. We talking about MDWG interviews. Yep. I mean, it's not, I don't want to say it. See, this what it is, fam. The American boxing scene has changed. Like it's more. And if you've been following this, if you've been subscribed to this channel, or even if you're not a subscriber, you just listen to the channel for years, I could pull up countless videos, live shows I've done, and even some videos where I said in 2022, and I reiterated it in 2023, and I reiterated it throughout 2024 and 25, and now I say, look, this shit we finna be covering fights on Twitter, Jake Paul and this shit. We got a lot of these influencer boxing fans that's in boxing right now, and what's here now is the streaming boxing fans, because what happened is you got the influencers, they streaming as well. And then if you got any type of influencer, and influencers, they all like what? The so-called popular person. That's what it's about. So that's why I told her, I'm not finna be arguing with these lame ass niggas about boxing. These niggas don't know a check hook from a fish hook. They don't know the historical aspect. They be talking loud, slick, and wrong. True. And I get it. You know what I mean? They got to pander to their Mexican audience, or their black audience, or They got it. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. Oh, Lord have mercy, but I just caught myself. Anyway, shout out to Daniel. He said he said Ramon. No, you talking to Ramon? Ramon, what's up, fam? What's up, fam? Gotta control myself. Boy, almost, boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy. What he say? He said, I'm a black powerhouse. Yet you are here in my chat. So I appreciate you. True. Appreciate you, powerhouse. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. Oh man. Look like somebody got you up out of there. Yeah, we probably got a troll or two gonna pop up, but talk to him. Come and tell him, come and talk to me like Jodeci. You know what I mean? Just be respectful now. Just be respectful. Don't get out of line now. You know what I mean? Because we got shooters on me. True. Yep. So that's what it is. So that's what it is. That's what's going on. So I'm like, again, like this shit here is all about just a bunch of rage bait. You know what rage bait is? Rage bait. I ain't gonna say the content creators. It's a couple of them. They use rage bait titles and thumbnails and stuff to try to get emotion. So, they can maybe get an extra view or two, you know what I mean? But the extra view or two ain't paying like that. Cause I know what the bossing AdSense pay. You know what I mean? So, and I get it. You know what I mean? You gotta, fake it till you make it look like and then the people on the outside look like, yeah, man, nigga, we balling, we doing this, we doing that, you know what I mean? And this and that. And I'm like, man, this shit ain't that's why I say all these motherfuckers social media rich, but I'm living in the $600,000 house on the lake. And I ain't social media rich at all. So that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? I hear what you're saying, you know what I mean? But how you living, nigga? Outside of YouTube. Shout out to Schoolo. He say they don't know Tenderonis. He say they don't know the Tenderonis don't play over here. Hey, shout out to Curtis. What's up, man? He say, Coach, which one is more shocking? He say Daniel winning the knockouts or David Benavidez getting KO by the school? Oh, David getting KO by the school teacher. You say, what you mean? You talking about Daniel Daniel Dubois? No, Daniel Dubois winning by knockout, not shocking. Remember, I had initially picked on Daniel Dubois to win. I say, man, matter of fact, I said, I'm hoping Dubois win. I want Dubois to win because the man showed he overcame adversity. Some people were saying he quit this and that and all that stuff there. And I was like, man, this matchup, I was like, this is a 50-50 fight. Now, somebody in the chat did say that they were like, yeah, man, but Daniel Dubois ain't got no heart. He'll quit. I was like, I see what you saying on that. I can hear that. But yet and still, Fabio Waterley he ain't got no defense. He blocked punches with his face. And we saw that. The jab was right there. So I would say David Morrell. I never thought highly of David Morrell. He was over there with the PBC. I knew he wasn't fighting anybody, and I know he's a PBC hype job, and so they hyped him up, put David Benavidez in there, and he had one YouTube channel that was a fan of his. That was Ace Money. Ace Money was talking about something. Morrell, we Morrell over here. hey, but these fans are so passionate. True. These fans are so passionate. You get what I'm saying? You know what? It's like this here, right? It's one thing I do say about Canelo. And me personally, I like Canelo. Canelo's a good fighter. I like him, he's a good fighter. And but Canelo, he kind of like, Canelo just, Bud when he get fed up, he gonna snap. You gonna know he's serious. You know what I mean? So, but it is, but Canelo, like, motherfucker be flying somewhere in this jet. He on a golf course. Hey, 80. Well, and Eddie Reynoso in the gym training, and Jaime Munguia, I heard he on the power pellets. I don't know how true that is, but Lord have mercy, his last fight, boy, showing up look like it. And then, Canelo out there golfing and shit. Hey, what that puto say? Looking, you're going par 9. You know what I mean? 9. Okay, so hold on. He was saying, Yes, cabrón. You know what I mean? Hey, you get what I'm saying? Hold on, what did they put on? Hey, Canelo, yeah, what's up? Hey, it's a puto on X saying this. I be telling. Now I'm gonna tell you, motherfucker, who really gonna be on the scene, Birdie. But Birdie the boss, Birdie gonna be on the scene. Birdie want all the smoke. he don't give a damn. Anyway, but shout out to doggone Curtis. He said Bill Haney need to find out what Jaime was using. Hey, look here, man. Hey, check this out. Hey, Curtis. Boy, they telling me the money real. I went on my inspect the gadget. I went in and inspect the gadget mode. Now hold on, sorry about that. I didn't know my light was too dark. Hey, Curtis, now you know what Timothy Bradley said now. Now you know what Timothy Bradley dropped that video. You heard what Timothy Bradley said, goddamn it, he said the money real. That's what Tim Bradley said. So I said, let me make a call or two. I know a little something. I got some connections that I would never reveal. You know what I mean? I got some connections. Let me go ahead and make a call or two and find out what's happening. But I'm like, you know what I mean? Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I got to be honest and transparent as possible. I don't know if Devin Haney is personally going to get $100 million, like a contract, and they say $100 million. Here you go. Sign right here. And these are the stipulations. You got to fight. You know what I mean? Because, again, so, but I'm hearing this for a lot of goddamn money. But I'm hearing this of course, it's a multi-fight deal, multi-years, of course. And for what I'm hearing, it's not necessarily specific to you have to fight. Because I would like, for some motherfucker that want to give you some kind of money like that, or give you a deal like that, you must got to fight. Okay, now my nigga, you now for that $100 million now, dog, you gonna fight King Kong. Okay, you gotta fight Mothra. You gotta fight Bam Bam Bigelow. Shorty Big Nuts 22-0 in the hood. Now 17 knockouts. You gotta fight He-Man. You gotta fight Skeletor. You gotta fight Morrell. You gotta fight Lion-O and all of the Thundercats. They said you gotta fight the Smurfs. You know what I mean? So we trying to, you know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out. You know what I mean? Like, so I can't sit here and pull y'all leg on that. You know me, but I'm hearing. I reached out to my people who really, really close to the situation. I saw some paperwork. I ain't gonna say what I saw, but I saw some. I'm telling you, I saw some paperwork, dog. Listen, all bullshit aside, I'm dead ass serious. I saw some paperwork. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say no more. That's all I'm gonna say. I saw some paperwork. You know what I'm saying? So. And I ain't talking about no snitch papers neither. Shout out to Akila. What you say? Akila talking to Tony Montana. Tony Montana, what's happening, fam? He said, and it's from Zuffa. Yes, it's Zuffa. It is Zuffa. Yes, I confirmed that. Shout out to Bruce Gas. Shout out to Bruce Gas in this BI. Shout out to Tony Montana. You know what I mean? We got Bruce Gas, Tony Montana. We got the lovely Tila. Yes, we do. You see what I'm saying? How you doing, Tila? Anyways, yeah, so I got a couple of interviews dropping. Y'all be on the lookout. You see what I'm saying? So, anyways, shout out to Cool Boy. He said, I thought Hot Rod beat Morrell. Hey, all I know, Morrell got beat by a school teacher. Now they say he was winning. Because I ain't seen the fight yet. They say he was winning. But the school teacher brought the ruler and the number 2 pencil with him that night. He had a ruler, a number 2 pencil, and an old school wooden paddle. Back when students used to get paddlings when I was going to school, right? In elementary. Yeah, it was an old school that there. You see what I'm saying? So that's what they say. He passed the test. They say he was losing but then he passed the test at the end. He finished strong. It ain't how you start, it's how you finish. You dig? Anyways, today's show. Tim Bradley confirms Haney's $100 million deal. He said it's real. That's what Tim Bradley said. You see what I'm saying? Now y'all can say Tim capping and all that stuff there. You have a right to feel that way. I really don't. I don't have an emotional attachment. Again, I don't have an emotional dog in the race. I don't have emotional dog in the race. Now I have an emotional dog in the race. If I got a check for 100 mil, I'd be like motherfucker Martin. How Martin used to be like talking about a woo woo, a woo woo woo. Yeah, shit, smell, yeah. I ain't gonna know how to act, but you know what? That's a lie. I will know how to act. Like, I ain't gonna act like AB. You know, I'm gonna talk my shit. Listen, I promise you. You think I talk shit now? I talk shit right now. And in comparison to 100 million, I'm broke. In comparison to that, and not comparison to that, I'm not. But however, 100 million, man, shit. Man, nigga, I have an army of bots. I have an army of bots that I flood the internet with. Listen. There's some programs I can buy right now to make my own bots and stuff to troll the internet. I have an army of bots just troll. Listen, I have an army of bots trolling all, struggling. What they call them? Struggling content creators. True. Shit, you really gonna hate me, man. See, one thing about me, but I do not mind being hated. I love it. I love the hate. I need that shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing that. Shit, if you ain't got no haters, if a nigga ain't hating on you, you ain't doing that. You evidently you ain't worth being hated on. Anyways, but I said Tim Bradley said the deal is real. Bill Haney tells Gillie and Wallo a whole lot. Bill, hey, listen, dollar bill over there with them Philly boys, Gillie and Wallo. You know, I think they the leaders of Philly. Who bigger than them over there in Philly? I mean, Bill Cosby, he old now, so I'm saying right now in the modern era, I don't think no celebrity is bigger than Gillie and Wallo. That's their representative. Motherfucking Walo. Walo, hey, I ain't gonna lie, dog. Walo, just a few years younger than me. Boy, he act like, God damn. He act like these niggas on like if he wasn't famous and he was online in the chat arguing with a nigga, he would be one of them niggas arguing passionately in all caps, probably sending gun emojis and everything. True. Yeah, you can tell he that nigga. You can tell how he about Philly. He do. Hey, goddamn Cam Newton say he called Walo a mascot. He said, this nigga be dancing for Philly. Boy, that's a fanatic there. But hey, he would try to clown Cam Newton. Cam called him a mascot. I say I ain't look at it like that, right? I say, damn, he is a man. Damn. but Gillie funny though. Gillie funny. Gillie funny. Yeah, he funny. Hey, he funny. He funny to get money. So one thing about me, I don't hate on no nigga getting no money. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. For all of those who hate Devin Haney, for all your YouTube channels who your whole premise, the few dollars, the couple dollars you get, a few $100 you get a month on YouTube. Your whole premise. But if you think you hate Devin Haney now, you really gonna hate him in a few more minutes. In a few more minutes, just save it up. Just hold up the hate. Just hold it up. You might get a stroke or something now, but I'm just saying now. I know what I saw. Anyways, welcome back to TRU Media Podcast. Well, we're talking boxing, the drama, comedy, entertainment, and the madness that comes with grown men arguing over somebody else's money. True. I be seeing these niggas be arguing vehemently. I'm talking about, bro, these dudes be doing 25, 30-hour live shows. Nigga, I was on a live show for 30 hours straight arguing. Like, these dudes be like, okay, like you got the Julio Fulio trial, that's over with. The YNs that did that dumb ass shit, they finna get the death penalty. The couple of them was crying already. With the light skin, I think he's Spanish. I don't know if he was Puerto Rican or what, but he crying already. He crying. Like, look here, baby boy, don't cry now. Don't do not cry now. See, pivot a little bit. The YNs, this what you got to do. You got to show the niggas that, because you older niggas like Boosie who be getting that, like you got that little. They say you got a little 16-year-old to commit them unalivings for you. Now he doing life in prison because you ain't do it yourself. You convinced a young kid to throw his life away. That's what they say. I don't know how true that is, but that's what they say. You know what I mean? But if it's true, well, you a certified shitty though. True. But however, you know, and see the older niggas are convinced a young nigga to go crash out. Crashing out is when you throw your life away while destroying the other person's life. And then what they don't understand is, I would like to talk to you young YNs, because I look at you YNs as a deadly disease. Anything that you come encounter with in society, you destroy, you bring death and destruction. That's how I look at you. So now, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. You want to do the crime, glorify the criminal activity, but when it's time to do that time, you in the courtroom crying. When the prosecutor asks you a question, you saying yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. The word nigga don't even enter your vocabulary when you in the white folks courtroom. No, this what you asked for. This what you signed up for. So since you signed up for it, when you do that crime, you got to do that time. For every action, there's a reaction. They finna fry them boys. Florida don't play. True. Florida don't play. They finna fry them boys. They finna make french fries out them boys. They finna make cheeseburgers out them boys. But guess what? At least they some real niggas. See, that's the benefit of being a real nigga. But at least they was a real nigga. They kept it real. Street code, live by, die by, G code. At least they did that. Anyways, today we're going to talk about Bill Haney, Devin Haney, Gillie Wallo, Tim Bradley, and the $100 million boxing deal that everybody in boxing, everybody in the boxing world looking around like somebody just pulled their contract out of the magician's hat. Now you got some people saying it ain't no way in the hell, dog. Who gonna pay Devin Haney $100 million, dog? $100 million to do what? Put a nigga to sleep? This what some people saying. You know, but it's the same people that don't like Devin Haney. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, but they got more negative reviews about Devin than positive. I understand that. Me personally, I ain't got a dog in the race. I get it. But I say all that to say this, right? You're gonna have a whole lot more to hate on in a minute. Shout out to doggone Weedy. Weedy, what's up, fam? Weedy, what's up? Shout out to Weedy. I'm looking at Weedy right now on the phone right there. Shout out to Weedy, man. Who we got? Jamie, what's going on, fam? Jamie say pocket watching. Hey, man, look here, man. They like to watch the pockets. They like to watch the pockets. So, you know. Curtis say, didn't Shakur get one too? Get one what? What he got? I don't know nothing about Shakur. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. I don't know nothing about him. Hey, Mr. Tomato Can, he said, I don't understand how where my dog at? Where my dog? Hey, hold on. Hey, shout out to HLT. Wait. Hold on. Mr. Tomato Can said, I don't understand how a fighter's money is someone else's problem. Is anyone's problems? Is anybody else's problem? He said, these fans are something else. Bro, listen. Hey, Mr. Tomato Can. I didn't understand it. I remember, we got the commandments over here. They just violate the commandments. I said, they don't care nothing about no commandments. So, and I realized that once I understood and realized what type of fans we have in boxing, in American boxing in today's time, I like, oh, okay. Because see, I got an old school criteria, but the old school criteria don't fit in the celebrity boxing era, the influencer boxing era, the social media boxing era, or the streaming era. It don't fit in this era. But like these some jitterbugs, fam. Born in the late 90s, early 2000s, and then some of them. But then you got some of the older cats that's a little older than them. They was born in probably like 1990. And then you got some old cresties. You got some old cresties that's older than me. All they do is hate. I'm like, dog, you too old to be hating, dog. Like your whole channel about hating on these same dude, bro. Your whole channel, nigga, you 60. Nigga, you one nigga getting a Social Security check in Chicago, and the other one, and the other one losing his mind, putting this red sweater, playing with his titties. True. Yeah. Hey, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest with you. Now, apparently, Bill Haney went on $1 million worth of game and said something that made boxing fans stop and blink twice. Just made them say, hold on, what the fuck going on? Now, when Bill was on the show, I remember he was on the show. Y'all remember that last week? I asked Bill about this $100 million deal. After doing my own independent research, I found out that there is some truth to these rumors. The news will be dropping soon. Because boxing has a long history of throwing numbers around. Pretty much like drunk, like a drunk alcoholic, like a drunk at a cookout for the most part. You get what I'm saying? Then everybody talking about, I'm trying to tell you, boy, this man, boy, nigga he ain't getting 100 million. Well, he finna get 100 million. So Team Haney is saying, yeah, nigga, we got the bag. And I'm like, I don't know why you happy. What you mean we? And I say, oh, I get it. We meaning that you're living your life vicariously through Devin. So I get that. And then over here, yeah, that nigga ain't getting that. I don't fuck that nigga. He ain't getting that and all that stuff there. And it's because you have a strong emotional, deep-rooted hatred for this guy. So anything that you hear of good news that could go to this guy, it kind of like messes up your day. So I get that. So I get both sides. Both sides have an emotional attachment to Devin Haney. I get that. Whether they love him or hate him, their attachment is emotional. And there's a digital shootout going on right now. You have I Hate Devin Haney YouTube channels, and then you have I Hate Devin Haney fan bases who only rock with I Hate Devin Haney YouTube channels. And then you have I Love Devin Haney YouTube channels and I Love Devin Haney fan bases, and they rock with I Love Devin Haney, you know what I mean? YouTube channel. So I get that. And there's a digital war going on online. It ain't no digital shootouts. Ain't nobody really shooting at each other digitally. It ain't going down like that. It ain't ruthless like it was when I came in the game. When I came in the game, no, you got to have that fire. See, I keep that fire with me. I keep it with me. I keep it with me just in case. And I got the ski mask. Guess what? And I got the ski mask. I got the ski mask and the Mexican flag right there too. And I got the Mama Hofield. I got the Mama Hofield wig right there too. Just in case I got to pull out Mama Ho. True. Just in case I got to pull out Mama Ho. If I got to pull out Mama Ho, goddammit, I will. You know what I mean? Hey, shout out to Karma Serene. Shout out to Karma. Hey, if I gotta pull out Mama Ho, I'm telling you now. It's gonna listen. I ain't no easy win for no nigga. I can tell you that right now. I pull out Mama Ho. I pull out Mama Ho. I pull out the oh, hold on. I don't know who the brother was. I forgot, but shout out to the brother. He sent me when I see them, I'm gonna give it to him. When I see them, I'm gonna give it to him. When I see him, I'm gonna give it to him because we got an interview set up. But yeah, he sent the dog on here. I got the brother got to set the glove Everlast with DH on it. DH. I guess DH stand for what did DH stand for? Doghouse. No, just joking. The DH stand for Devin Haney. Okay, all right, brother. Shit. Yeah, the brother. You know what I mean? Hey, what you say? She said what happened to the Hofields? Haven't heard from them in a while. Hey, Carm, they still around. You know, Mama Ho still okay. Hold on. Karma Serene say she ain't heard from Mama Ho. You know, they ain't been around in a while. So since you ain't heard from them, sis, let me go ahead and since you miss them, let me go ahead and reintroduce you to him.
I've been told y'all when Floyd go in that ring, it ain't Floyd in that ring.
Oh, you did say that.
It's a spirit from us hypnotizing him since he was a kid.
Bruh.
Listen to the rhythm of the chimes. Listen to the rhythm of my voice. You are going into the deepest part of your sleep. To have him, when he go in that ring, he black out. He's not in there.
Bruh.
Similar to if you read the book of Jesus, when they having a dinner, and he tell Judas to go do what he got to do, and Judas says no, and he give Judas a piece of bread, and then the spirit jump in Judas, then he go do what he had to do. Open your eyes. In the innermost reaches of your heart, you are a tiger. Tiger. I've been told y'all when Floyd go in that ring, it ain't Floyd in that ring.
Oh, you did say that.
It's a spirit from us hypnotizing him since he was a kid.
Bruh.
You are capable of great feats of strength and courage.
Strength and courage.
It's in the Bible. It's similar to that. That's why when Floyd, after the fight, when he calmed down, he's emotional. He like, I did that to my friend. Because now the real Floyd is there, but in that ring, you know, he's this beast. So,
hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
You can beat any fighter in the world. You will win the championship. Back to the punch. I think Floyd would have damn near killed that man.
Yeah,
it wasn't Floyd in there.
Bruh.
I just say, you will win over 40th Street Black.
Win.
Win.
Invincible.
Win.
Mean.
Win.
Downright nasty with strength.
Yo, shout the season, man.
I've been told y'all when Floyd go in that ring, it ain't Floyd in that ring.
Oh, you did say that.
It's a spirit from us hypnotizing him since he was a kid.
Yeah, shout out to my sister Commissary. I know you wanted to feel the spirit, sis. hey, Calm. It's a spirit. See, hold on. Let me see what this shit work. See, can I hypnotize y'all right quick? Hold on. I want y'all to look at these. Look at all these balls right here, right? Hold on, wait. Hold on. Let me hypnotize the chat right quick. Now, y'all watch. Stop doing what you're doing. If you at work, if you're driving the truck, I would just stop, pull over to the side. I'm finna hypnotize you. Just watch. Okay, all right, now, keep looking at the metal balls. Now, you will be a zombie. I tell you what, when you go back in the ring and next time you fight digitally online, you will represent for your favorite fighter to the best of your capabilities. Best of capabilities. You get what I'm saying? So I just had to hypnotize y'all right quick. You know what I mean? I know y'all ain't never been hypnotized, so, you know, this is the first show. Yeah, we do it all over here. We hypnotize. We do requests. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the hottest song in the country right now, well, hottest song at the liquor store is this song right here, Snowbody Love.
See your eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter lights, so she's my sweet love for free. Talk to my nose, this love was God is so raw. Make you move, stepping out of control.
Yeah, man, with Snowbody Love. Let's give Snowbody Love a round of applause. Yeah, man. Let me tell you something, man. I can tell you what I saw. Again, I'm not gonna reveal anything, but I can tell you what I saw. You know what I mean? It's for a lot of money. You know what I mean? So they got a deal. He got a deal. He working on that shit. You know what I mean? It's a big deal. You know what I mean? So, as I said before, now I can't say. Not gonna lie to y'all, I can't say that I saw something that said Devin Haney or DHP Promotions will receive $100 million check. Or I ain't saying that. You see what I'm saying? I ain't saying that at all. But it's a 9-figure deal.
True.
It's a 9-figure. Well, let me see. It can be potentially 9 figures. It could be potentially that. You know, because I don't know. Like, Again, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of language they have. You know, just from what I've heard. You know what I mean? You know, it's language in there. I'm not an attorney. You get what I'm saying? So I saw. You know what I mean? I'm not an attorney and shit like that. But I'm just saying, I know what I saw, and you know, so I'm like, but it is dealing with Zuffa. It's definitely dealing with Zuffa. It's definitely dealing with Zuffa. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know Shakur Stevenson's situation. I don't know anyone else's situation. I don't, because I haven't seen any paperwork as it relates to Shakur or anything else like that. But, you know, so it is what it is. Shout out to Curtis. He said you should do that. Tell him you have power. Hey, what you say? She said, Coach, did you watch Zuffa boxing last night? Nah, I was No, I didn't watch. I'm trying to think, what was I doing? No, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. He said I can hear freak out mix into this. Oh yeah, talking about Snow Bunny Love. Hey, he said $100 million contract with $14 million guarantee. Hey, listen, it's gonna be some niggas mad. It's gonna be some motherfuckers mad. Either way, I put it this way: somebody gonna be happy and somebody gonna be mad. That's all I'm gonna say. Somebody gonna be happy, somebody gonna be mad. You know what I mean? So, he said that Zuffa card was fire last night. Yeah. Yeah, I heard Sugar Shane Mosley Jr. won. So anyway, let's go. Okay, let's go over here. Let's go over here and see what my main man. We got Tim Bradley. Let's go to Tim. Let's pull up Tim Bradley. We're gonna pull up Tim. We're going to Gillie and Wallo. You get what I'm saying? We going to all that there. I would pull up the $1 million worth of game. Matter of fact, entire podcast, because it was fun. It was fun. Me watching, I didn't get a chance to see all of it. I only saw like 30 minutes of it. I'm like, man, I ain't finna be going over this whole thing on the show and all that stuff there. You know, I did see the clips of when they had Bud on FaceTime and stuff like that, and Bud kind of like checked them niggas, you know what I mean, so to speak. Then Walo went to making light of it, talking about some, yeah, well, you know, we beat you on this and that and all that stuff there, yada yada yada. And I get it, but on the real, this Philadelphia fighters and shit that don't like Bud, that shit come from some shit from the amateurs. That shit come from some shit from years ago. You see what I'm saying? You know, with a certain fighter. You know, yeah. If y'all know the story, y'all know what it is. You see what I'm saying? So that's what that shit about. So I get the Philly angle. I get that. So. Let's see. And then Bud beat up a few Philly. I think he beat up a couple of Philly fighters in the pros as well. You get what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it is what it is. What Hammer and Hank landed. I remember Hammer and Hank. But hey, listen, I used to like Hammer and Hank landed, boy. Hammer and Hank landed, boy. That's a shit talking about for right there, boy. Hammer and Hank landed. Boy, Hammer and Hank, boy, oh, he got the shit beat out of him, though, boy. Lord, Hammer, boy. Who? I mean, I get it. Trust me, I get it. I understand, boy. I get it. Let's see. Let's pull this up. Because I want to see if this is time stamped. No, it's not time stamped. Nah. Yes, I'm like, bro, all this money they making? Bro, how y'all making all this money, bro? Y'all ain't got nobody to put chapters in your long form content. All that money they got. I mean, you got the white folks backing you. Got corporate backing, sponsorships. Come on, man. Y'all, they got it. Well, Gillie and Wallo got to tighten up. They can do better than this. Y'all, the money y'all making, the money they making, they got it. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying the money they making, they have to. You dig? Like you have to. Hold on, because I don't want to. See, this video 2 hours long. So we ain't doing that. This motherfucker 2 hours long. 2 hours and 24 minutes long. And I don't know exactly but we not finna do that. I don't know what we finna do. Because I come prepared. So bam, we finna go over here to IG. We finna go to Insta. And let's see. And let me see something. What's that? Oh, okay. So, oh boy, let me see something. Let me see what this is. Hold on. What did he say? Hold on, I'm trying to find. Hold on. Okay. That's no. I don't even want to talk about that one yet. I'm looking right here. Okay, this the one with Bud. This the one with Bud. They got his haters all. They got their panties in a bunch right now. I understand that, there. Just loosen the thong up. Loosen the thong up. It'll be all right. It'll help get rid of that yeast infection. Let's see. Trying to see where that one at with where that one at. I'm trying to find. You know, I got so many videos saved over here. Where's that one? Oh, wait a minute. He sent me one of somebody. Hold on. Somebody sent it to me. Hold on. Somebody sent it to me. Let's pull this up. Let's pull up Dana White. You know, I'm hearing a whole lot of projecting too. And I get that. And I tell motherfuckers time and time again, sometimes you can hate them. Let me tell y'all something. Sometimes you can hate a mofo so much that you hate them to success. Like the hate works both ways. The hate can work against you, and the hate can work for you. It's like a tide. You see what I'm saying? It's like a tide. So yeah, that shit work both. Sometimes you can hate them. Anybody been following me for a long time, you know that's the saying that I coined. Sometimes you can hate a motherfucker so much you hate them to success, and that's what it is. It's like the parable with the donkey in the ditch in the Bible. You had a bunch of people walking by the donkey. They saw him in the ditch. They went to casting stones. Casting stones is when you go to talking about other people's flaws and the shit that they're going through in their life and all that stuff there. But yet you got those same flaws and not more. Because you know something about that individual, you cast the stones at them, but just a whole lot of shit that people don't even know about you that you got going on at home or somewhere else. Did you get what I'm saying? So what happens is the donkey was in the ditch and everybody was looking at the donkey, laughing, mocking him, and they kept throwing stones at him. As you probably say, oh, that's bad. They throwing stones at the donkey, hitting them with the rocks and stuff, hitting them with the stones, and man, it's messed up. So over a period of time, the people who kept casting stones at the donkey, they was throwing so many stones at him over a period of time that the ditch filled up with the stones, and the donkey was able to walk out the ditch thanks to the help of the people who was casting stones at him. True. That's how that shit works. I seen that shit happen firsthand. Anyways. So yeah, we're not going there. We're gonna go here. Where is that one at? Wait a minute. Where is that one at? Let's go right here, man. Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, when this dude let me tell you something. One thing I learned about Bill Haney. When Bill Haney go to talking shit and he go to talking, he talking for a reason. It's just that the people online, you're not in the loop. So you just going on with your favorite YouTube channel saying who suffer from confirmation bias. Just you're not in the loop. But get what? It's some niggas finna be mad. It's some niggas finna be mad in a minute. I can promise you that.
Breaking news: the world is cold. New York is cold, and it just got colder.
This nigga is stupid, man. This nigga is stupid. Talk about breaking news. The world is cold. Anyway, let's look at this Dana White window. Let's see what Dana White talking about. What Dana White talking about? What Dana White talking about? The man who Oscar De La Hoya and the other promoters, all the promoters love. They hate this man right here now, boy. But let me tell you something. The people who backing him, the people who backing Dana White. Oh, Lord have mercy, boy. Lord have mercy.
Chris Mannix put out there that Shakur Stevenson is coming over to Zuffa. Is that any validity to that one?
Did we announce that Shakur Stevenson? No? Possibly. Listen, at the end of the day, I think that everybody's going to be here at Zuffa Boxing.
including Devin Haney after his dad put out that cryptic $100 million contract message?
I think that everybody's going to be at Zuffa Boxing eventually.
Is that a Shakur Devin one day?
Well, what I said was last night too. I said at the end of 2026, right? I mean, you guys, most of you guys were here for the first press conference that we had. I said, judge us by our body of work as we head into 27. So, yeah, I don't know why I would say things that weren't true or, I mean, look at what we've done in just 4 months. Look at tonight, and look at the you know, how these guys are fighting right now. And tonight it was a great card, and they're only going to get better. And what starts to happen is when you start from the bottom up and you start to build your way up, you then have all these built-in storylines. And now you already have guys calling out other guys inside the, you know.
he talking about the storyline. See, the storyline is big. Storyline is big. I'm here to tell y'all that it's gonna be some motherfuckers mad. It's gonna be some motherfuckers mad. Like this motherfucker got their nuts crossed, their toes crossed, their legs crossed, their eyes crossed, their arms crossed. Yeah, I'm just saying, man, you might just uncross your nuts, uncross your legs, your toes, your fingers, your arms. Uncross your eyes, dog. You know, you just you gonna have a goddamn stroke. True. You know what I mean? Like me personally, I don't get emotionally invested into any fighter or even content creator for that matter. I don't get emotionally invested. I mean, there's no need. You know what I mean? Because you know, I know the reality of the situation. I told y'all this. I keep telling y'all this social media, this YouTube shit. This shit ain't real. This shit is art. Okay, you got artificial intelligence. This shit is artificial reality. You ever heard of AI? Well, there's something called AR. You know what AR means? AR means artificial reality. You get what I'm saying? Artificial reality, you can be all you can be. But then there's the real. Artificial reality is what you want it to be. Just because you want it to be that way, don't make it truthful. The reality is, y'all. If the reality is, it's gonna. Matter of fact, hold on. Let's do this. Hold on. Let me get on this phone. Let's see who can I get on the phone right quick. Matter of fact, y'all remind me to make a couple of phone calls. Make a couple of phone calls right quick. See, can I get these boys? Can I get these boys on here and see what's happening? Let's see where we at. Go right there. And again, I don't want to. Oh man, hold on. Wait a minute. This got to be AI, dog. Man, somebody sent me a video. Whoa. Somebody sent me a video of Clarissa Shields. Oh my, no, man. Oh, she do got that record deal with Win Records. She do Clarissa Shields. She do got that record. She got a 360 deal. She got a remember that $8 million deal she's supposed to sign? Well, $7 million of that $8 million was supposed to come from Win Records. So she got a couple of albums and singles and mixtapes that she got to put together. So you know what I'm saying? Her and Pat Boots is the producer of the album. He producing the shit. So you know, hey, yeah. That was what she doing. She got the, you know what I mean? Man, they clowning Chris Carissa, man. Y'all listen, y'all gotta leave the guat alone, man. Y'all gotta start talking about the guat, dog. Y'all just leave the guat alone, man. It is what it. Leave the guat alone. Let's go right here, though. Cause this right here was and I spoke to this young man yesterday, to be exact.
I wanted me to end Boots' career before it started.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
I've been
you fucked him up.
I would have knocked him the fuck out. And it's the reason why
Here
you know me, they went the other way. Stop playing with me.
Thank you.
Stop playing with me. Niggas, the real boxing motherfuckers know why they went the other way. He wasn't ready yet. He needed a couple of more fights, they said. Stop playing. Y'all be
come on, bro. We already said
that's
that.
right.
But I don't. It ain't his time. Brian
That's
said the
right.
same thing. It ain't his time yet.
And I be trying to be nice because I support the young fella and all that, and he black and shit. I want to see him succeed.
That's my thing.
Niggas can't come up to me and do the same shit that they can do with other niggas. Niggas don't do that with me. I would slap the piss out of niggas' face. Niggas know who to play with.
But that was also what I said. That his career is already ended.
Niggas don't even really be saying my name. They be like, I'm with everybody. I'm on everybody. I'm gonna stop here. Niggas say my name. Niggas say I knocked Terrence Crawford out, nigga.
You ain't regular, Terrence. We know that. You ain't regular. You ain't regular.
See? Well, I know me and Walo tried you, nigga.
We won. We won,
nigga.
We won. I know martial arts. Let's change the sport. We can change the sport. And we're going to see what you're going to do then. I'm a martial artist. So I don't count. You knock me out.
Now, Gillie and Wallo, they the kings of Philly. You know, I'm like, Gillie and Wallo, the kings of Philly. They went to laughing and kikiing after Bud said that. You know, I was expecting, no, pussy ass nigga won't care about that nigga this Philly, nigga. We Gillie and Wallo, nigga, I dog Boots to do this and that. You don't talk about no Philly nigga like that. No, they went to laughing and kikiing because they knew he was dead serious. True. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It is what it is. Anyways. But I digress.
That shouldn't count.
I was expecting.
It don't count. I got 13 belts. Hey, don't matter if you knock me out.
Hey, this nigga said he got 13 belts. He said he got 13 belts. Yeah, dog, I got 13 belts, dog. You see what I'm saying? Black belt. See what I'm saying? I got the black belt. You see, I got the orange belt, the red belt, the tangerine belt. I got the yellow belt, the white belt, the purple belt, the gold belt. I have the maroon belt, the burgundy belt. Let's see, I have the velvet belt. Let's see, that's 11 right there. I have the Crayola belt, and I have the French fries belt. That's 13. True. Now, we fight and I lose, you ain't gonna win all my belts. I'm just gonna put one belt up on that's gonna be on the line. So if I lose, I still got 12 more belts. I ain't never heard no shit like that. Never. You get what I'm saying? So, let's see. Who is this? What's this? I got so many videos. That's the thing. The thing is, I have so many goddamn videos. It's like, let's see. Where is that? Where you at? Okay, here you go right here. Now let's go right here. Hold on. I'm gonna pull all this shit up. Let me hold on. I gotta make a phone call. Let me call my guy. See if he pick up. Hold on. This nigga here, boy. This nigga Walo is hilarious.
I don't want to sound crazy, but you know, I'm
undisputed is when you got all the belts.
You got all the belts, and you give a guy one fight a chance to win all the belts.
Oh
right?
shit, I ain't doing that.
Right.
I wouldn't do no shit like that. I'm not putting up my 13 black belts for one fight because it might not be my day. But I got 13. That's why I'm like, hold up, what the fuck? Undisputed me because we don't talk like that in martial arts. So my whole thing is like, you think that I'm going to fight this one dude and put my 13 black belts up for this one little in the dojo? I don't think that's worth it.
Okay, so
that's crazy.
Shut up, man.
No, but that's a perfect way of.
That's crazy.
Boy, just imagine, hey Jamie, just imagine being a multi-division world champion, and you're in a fight, you're multi-division world champion, and you in a fight, and you say, well, look, yeah, I'm only gonna put one belt. Hey, listen, I'm only gonna put one belt up, dog. So guess what? You only gonna get the IBF now. I knocked them out, dog. Beat them. Yeah, see, I had the ring, the IBF, the WBO, the WBC, and the WBA, and I got the IBO belt. I got that one there too. So check it out, though. So what we gonna do? I'm gonna put the IBO for grabs. If you beat me, you can get the IBO. I'm still. Hey, look here. Hey, yeah, dog. So I'm still undisputed, dog. Cause I ain't lose none of the major ones now. I lost the IBO. He can have that. You know what I mean? I ain't really caring about that belt anyways. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So, hey, how you go? Hey, bro, that's not even possible. That's not even possible. Hold on. Let's see what's up. What do you do? All right, here you go. Okay, here go Bill. Nah, but they got something cooking though. They got some. No, I'm telling you. And you know that I mean that's all I can say. I know what I saw. So you know what I mean. I don't spoke to about 5 people about this shit, and I know what I saw. So y'all just stay tuned.
Davis. Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny, now is the time. You can come over here and join the winning side because we still working and we still winning. 33-0. Now, guess what?
What?
You know that Range Rover I got out there, Dev just got that for me.
And the business.
Come on, man. It's big business over here. If Tank don't want to be a part of it, man, Coach Calvin and Kenny, they at least can keep working. Hello? Yeah, that's what an Oakland player gonna do. We gonna give him an opportunity. Now, if Tank's still in the business, then let's get it on. He's on the list. He's like at the top of the motherfucker. But if he ain't working, and I think Coach Kenny said he was in the celebrity boxing. Now, y'all might need to bring me in on that shit though, because y'all in that celebrity.
You against Coach Kenny?
Coach Kenny's a heavyweight.
Oh. Tank Davis.
man, he goddamn man. Come on, man. This motherfucker. Hey, bro, All right. I digress. Let's see what else we got.
Keyshawn Davis.
All right. Okay. They talking about Keyshawn right here. He talking about Keyshawn.
Regular night.
He talking about the businessman. Businessman?
Uh-huh.
Come on, man. Don't do that.
Hey, listen.
A regular night. Where?
I mean, listen. Sometimes it's
you said a regular night.
Sometimes
That ain't no regular night.
Okay,
That's a fucking hangover.
Listen. As many bad business nights as I didn't had to deal with, because he's bad business. It's not good business, because every time I've tried to do business with him and talk to him, he's somehow went the other way. I think the better way to do business is to talk to Jay.
Keyshawn Davis.
Oh, he talking about Jay Prince. Talk to Jay Prince. Talk to James. Yeah, because Jay. Yeah, they say Jay Prince a nice guy. He's a nice guy. I met him a few times. He's a nice guy. You get what I'm saying? I don't know about all that mob tie shit. I don't know what that's about. But I, you know what I mean. But he seemed to be a nice guy. Where is that? Damn, I'm trying to find that other video. Somebody has sent me that other video. I'm trying to find it right now. Hold on. Let me check my email. It might be in my email. Y'all bear with me one moment. I'm looking for a video. It might be in my email. Let me see. And then I'm gonna drop the phone lines. No. I gotta make a phone call. Yeah, I gotta call somebody. I gotta call somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Let's see. Who the fuck is this? All right, let's go ahead and delete that. I got something for that. Oh, I got something for you, boy. Got that one. Hold on. Is this it right here? No. Oh, that's the entire interview. That's the entire interview. Oh, that's the entire $1 million. But see, damn, I wish they would have had this timestamp, fam. As a matter of fact, hold on, let's do this though. Let's do this. Let's do this right here. Cause I want to see what the people in the comment section talking about. Cause we always go to the comment section. But let me call 2 people right quick. Y'all bear with me one moment. Let me call 2 people. Let's see what's up. See if he answer the phone.
Your call cannot be completed at this time. Please try again later.
What? No, nigga. I know he turned the phone off.
Your call cannot be.
Okay, my call cannot be completed at this time. Hold on, let me see what's up. My phone on. I know goddamn well my phone. Hold on. Let me see what's up. Should I pay my phone bill? Matter of fact, I was just on the phone this morning. Just thought about that shit. Let me see what's up. Let me see what's happening. Hold on. I want to make sure that. Yeah, I just spoke to my son at 2:00. Let me see. Okay. Now my phone working. It's ringing. My phone working. It's ringing. Hold on. Let me try it one more time just to make sure. All right, shit. All right, okay, so he answered the phone. Damn, his phone off? God damn, this nigga supposed to be a Hall of Famer. How your phone off? He must have changed the number. He had to. He had to change the number. Y'all, hold on. Let me see, can I get him on there? Hold on, let me see, can I get him on? Y'all bear with me one moment. No, my bad. Damn, no. I'm trying to. I called the wrong person. That's bad. I ain't gonna call him. Where you at? Right here. Hold on, y'all. There you go. Bill, what's going on, brother? Can you hear me? Yes, sir. Hold on. Yeah, I'm glad you did that. Hold on, hold on, Bill. I'm trying to make sure. Oh, there you go, right there. Hold on. I'm live on air. I want to make sure. Damn, it's not allowing me to. Come on, fam. My audio. Hold on, Bill. I'm trying to make sure the people can hear you, man, because I tried to call somebody else. I think they.
I knew my phone was on and your phone was on. I don't know who else it is. Was you trying to call Gray? Because you know what I mean. If it was Gray's phone line off, I'd keep trying to. We can. We can come together as a community, man. You know what I mean? Let's phone back on.
Hey.
Bus ticket.
Hey, this nigga right here. That's Bill. Hey, look. Hey, Bill. Let me. For some reason, it's not allowing me to pass the call. So let me call you back, just straight, regular. All right. Yeah. Let me call him regular, y'all. God, I was trying to call trying to call somebody else. Oh, I know why. Oh no, hold on. Hey, Bill, I think I know what the problem was. My bad. I know what the problem was. I know why. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you right back. Hold on. My bad, y'all. Cause I got some questions. I got some questions we need to ask. And y'all know me. I'm gonna go straight for the juggler. I'm going straight for the juggler. No. Fuck. My nigga. I can't believe I did that shit. No. All right, there you go. There you go right there. My bad, y'all. I ain't smoked no damn weed. I ain't like I'm high, nothing. All right, cool. Here we go. All right, y'all, hold on. Call Dollar Bill right now. He got some splaining to do. There you go. All right, the people can hear you.
All right, yeah, because listen, I don't know if we were going to have to choke out one of your technicians or your operating equipment operator or what. Because let's go for the juggler, Coach. Give me something hard that the people want to hear, man. What's going on, man?
Man, the people.
No softballs, man. Pause.
Man, look, the people. Some of the people say you full of shit. They say you capping. There is no $100 million. Hold on, I'm gonna let everybody know you on the phone. There is no. I got your name on the screen. There is no $100 million. You just bluffing. You's a jive turkey. You's a ham bone. You's a liar. Are they saying all of that there? They making videos about you on YouTube, all that there. What you say about what this $100 million deal? I saw something. I ain't gonna tell you what I saw, but I saw something. I know them from what I saw. I know the money real. So what say you about that, man? Because when the news gonna come out, or you just pump faking? What's up?
Hey, listen, hold on one second, so I could give them the news that they can use, so they're not confused. All right, now. Not only are we in a great opportunity where, we never did no begging. You know what I mean? That was what they always told us, was to show our worth. Go get the money, man. Go get the money, right? When you talk about people that want to put on the biggest and the best fights, we want to be involved with them. And we have an opportunity. Of course, I'm not at liberty to do no announcement other than the ones that they've been hearing, the rumors that they've been hearing. But, you bet against us, that's not a good bet.
Okay. So, we got some big fights. I'm hearing about Shakur. I heard what Tim Bradley said. I want to address that because Tim Bradley shot a video and he said that the money is real. He said that, I'm going to tell y'all, a lot of y'all going to be mad, but the money is real. I have no reason to believe that Bill Haney would just, make something up like that. He said that when Bill go to talking, he got something. And you don't talk unless you got something. So what does Tim Bradley know that don't nobody else know? Because Tim said it with his chest.
Well, he's been in the sport no different than a lot of the naysayers have been content creators who have said that, ran different narratives. But I think not only Tim, but also one of the content creators that has sworn to be non-biased has said that they can't stop talking about Devin and him fighting, the ring, whatever, so inside and outside the ring, they constantly talk about him. It proves that a lot of hard work, people are interested in it. You know what I mean? I'm thankful, alhamdulillah that, we're put in this position. But, you don't have to, when it's some money, when it's enough for everybody. And we're never going to do nothing that, we know that we're in a great situation, but we also know we're in a great situation to make the best fights happen that the people want to see. And, in or around his division, those are some hot fights to make.
So what you got to say about the naysayers who say, well, look, Devin Haney is a born fighter. When he fights, he put people to sleep. There's no businessman on the planet Earth that's willing to pay him big money, a 9-figure contracts or a big 8-figure contracts to fight. That is all. What say you about that?
Well, I mean, if they think opposite, why don't they send that firecracker of a fighter that they got over here and let's make this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because that's what it's about. It's Devin Haney versus everybody. And if they think that their fighter is explosive and dominant and he's knocking people out, the last guy they said had put a fighter in a coma.
He did. Yeah, Brian Norman. Yeah, Brian Norman. He did. Now he did. He put motherfuckers in comas. Yeah, he was.
Exactly. So you know what I mean. That's what we look forward to. We want to beat the guys that the fans like. Make the fights that the fans want to see. And we're in an opportunity that I believe that this new deal will allow for those the narrative to go away that the big fights can't happen and the money ain't on the table.
Yes, sir. So Dana White is public enemy number 1 in boxing. I'm hearing all of the promoters outside of Bob Arum. I ain't heard Bob. I really haven't heard anybody from Top Rank say anything against him. But we got Oscar De La Hoya. He's he talked like this man is his sworn enemy in the public, because we know what they say in the public and what happened behind closed doors be two different goddamn things. We know that. But I'm hearing Frank Warren. I'm hearing all these other guys. What's the main man name? Eddie Hearn and all that stuff there. What's your opinion of Dana White in Zuffa boxing. What's your opinion of that?
Well, I think that, when you talk about Devin Haney, you talk about in 2026 in real time, he represents everything about the Muhammad Ali Act. When a fighter should be able to exercise their talent in the free market, you know what I mean? And be able to command the best deal for them, the best fighters, and alike. And I think that any promoter, network that gets behind right now in real time, not something that's been built. You can take the opportunity to show how real the Muhammad Ali Act is and how much you support it by showing, you know what I mean, your commitment and you're willing to work with a fighter like Devin Haney, who's at the top. He's elite. He's done all the things that should show his ability to exercise the free market, right? And when you go against that and you create those fake narratives and those false narratives, well, it creates an opportunity for somebody to come in and say, man, let's move all that bullshit to the side and let's make these fights happen. And then when you have that, you have the other guys complaining about what they were gonna do instead of what you've been doing. I mean, do you have the track record of saying that you've tried, and you go into each promoter. And I say, I represent Devin Haney Promotions and DHP. And I said that every time we've tried to make the fights happen. Now you go to the other promoters that seem to be speaking out against Dana White and Zuffa and Nick Khan. Tell me if there's anyone complaining about them. Are there any lawsuits? Have anyone, you know what I mean, took out running like, you know what I mean, like a sprinter in a 40-yard dash away from them and their business model? So I think that the proof is in the pudding. You know what I mean? Words, anybody can speak them, but, the landscape of boxing, you know what I mean, needed a change. Or I won't even say that it needs a change. It needs new players to come in with new ideas and new ways to give these fighters what they deserve, and that's big paydays, big purses.
It's amazing you said that. I'm glad you brought that up because you said something about the sport of boxing. You said it needed to change, but then you try to reiterate and say not necessarily needed to change, but it needed some new players. So the new players seem to be ruffling either the wrong feathers or the right feathers. And I was looking at the interview, a video that Dana White did after last night's boxing match, I think. After last night's boxing match with Zuffa. And congratulations to Shane Mosley. I heard Shane Mosley Jr. won. I didn't see the fight, but that's what I heard. And Dana White was asked a question about Shakur Stevenson. He was asked a question about Devin Haney. And he says, Devin going to be signing the Zuffa boxing from what we've been hearing. And then your name was brought up. And I think the reporter said something sarcastically because I heard the tonality of his voice. And he was like, yeah, well, Bill Haney's been all over the internet rambling about this $100 million deal. What you got to say about that? And Dana, I didn't go by what Dana White said. I listened to what he didn't say. And he didn't say that Bill Haney was lying. He didn't say that whoever saying this about this deal was lying. He just had a smirk on his face. He laughed and he would be like, well, he said it vaguely. I believe that everybody would be at Zuffa, boxing by the end of 2026 or next year, 2027. And he sounded very, very confident. And I do know what type of money, based on what was reported, what was put out there, not reported on YouTube, but was put out there by Zuffa, by Paramount, by the people who matter, what type of money that they're working with. And he seemed very confident about that. Do you think that Dana White is accurate in that assumption about fighters eventually going to be over there?
No, he's the new player that was needed in boxing.
Okay.
To keep, you know what I mean, to keep it motivated for the fighters, right?
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, hold on, his connection went bad. So what we're gonna do, y'all, hold on, y'all. Don't worry about it, Bill. I'm gonna call you. Hold on. We're just gonna call on the regular.
Please leave your message.
Don't worry about it, y'all. We just gonna call because I had him on FaceTime, but we just gonna keep going to voicemail. Yeah, because I got about 5 more questions I want to ask him. All right, so y'all bear with me one moment. I'm trying to get back to him. All right. It's going to voicemail, so I don't know if his phone went dead or what, or he's in a bad area or something of that sort. Because I think Bill is in New York. I'm not sure. I think he's in New York. Either New York or Cali. One on, but I think looking in the background, I said, yeah, that looked like New York. Looking in the background. Yeah, man. So hey, shout out to G5. G5, what's going on, fam? He said, what did he say? He said SMJ stop board Chuck. Oh, yeah. I heard that. I didn't see the fights yesterday, G5. I didn't see the fights yesterday. So let me go in it because Bill ain't on the phone no more. Let me see, can I call back one more again? And he'll probably get back to me when he can. Yeah. All right, cool. Damn, I had some more questions to ask him. Shit, he said his battery probably died. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Damien, because when I'm calling back, it's going straight to voicemail. So his battery might have died. I don't know. What he say? Shout out to you, coach. You don't pull Bill back on his YouTube streets. Hey, no. Hey, no, Bill was already on the streets. You know what I mean? He come back out when there's something to talk about. You get what I'm saying? So, he said, Coach, can you unhide Weedy? They won't let you do it. Who hit him? Who hit Weedy? Is he hit? Oh, let me see. Oh. Hold on. Oh, okay, I see it. Who hit him? Why they hit Weedy? Nah, he's not hit. Weedy is not hit. No, I just. Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, he was hit. My bad. Hold on. Well, I don't know who hit him, but hold on. Hold on. Unhide Weedy. Yeah, I'm clicking on his name, dog. It's not even lighting up. So, oh, no, he's not hitting. He's not hitting. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, he's not hitting because it's asking me, do I want to hide him? He hasn't been hitting. He good. Let me drop these phone lines. So I hear I hear the noise about how people feel about Zuffa and this and that. But, business cares nothing about your feelings. It cares nothing about my feelings. You get what I'm saying? I know who I know. I know who I'm talking to, and I know a lot of people in boxing now. I know way more people than I did when I first started in 2021. You get what I'm saying? So, and I talk to these people all the time. Most of them will never come on the show. You know what I mean? Because these guys are, I mean, they, a lot of, they top guys. They really, really top guys, like executives and shit like that. Some of them have done interviews on the Boxing Voice. Some of them have done interviews with Fight Hype. Some of them, and some of them haven't. You get what I'm saying? I mean, the people I talk to, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. This channel right here, kind of like, as I said before, I'm not really in the corporate loop in boxing. So, it's a really, really small circle. And then, you gotta, certain people you got to try to hook up with, like you may have to try to hook up with one content creator because he got a closer relationship to other people. So you'll hook up with him, and through him, he can open up doors for you and stuff like that. It's just me. I don't play the game like that. It's like, no, I gotta, they reach out to me organically. And a lot of these people who I know, who I talk to, you know what I mean? That's with PBC, that's with Top Rank, that's with Golden Boy. All those guys reached out to me. You get what I'm saying? Because I didn't know they watched my content. They reached out to me like, hey man, we listen to this shit. We fuck with you, whatever the case may be, and yada yada yada. So So it's really I like the organic. You know what I mean? I don't want to, you know what I mean? Because I don't never want a motherfucker talking crazy. You know, talking about nigga, man, we gonna cause I had one to ask him. I had one to ask him in the interview, but I had one to ask him what he was saying about Tank Davis, Keyshawn Davis. Goddamn, I had Boots. Like I had some more. I had a whole lot more goddamn questions I wanted to ask him. But definitely the money. Cause everybody talk about the money. All the other shit, I ain't worried about that. All the other shit is the other shit. You know, niggas fanned out and they getting emotional. I get all that. I ain't because it's one thing that I'm not gonna do. One thing I don't do is I'm not gonna do this.
You wanna argue? I can't argue with you. You mad? Look at you. You mad? I don't get paid to argue with you. Who is you? You ain't nobody.
Shout out to Dr. Mark. Shout out to Dr. Boston. Dr. Boston, what's going on, fam? Let me see, can I hit him back again? Oh.
Come on,
Bill, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. My phone just went dead. So I'm back on.
Yeah. I know. No, don't worry about it. This will be better.
Okay.
All right. So, you did the interview on the $1 million worth of game. It was long. 2 hours and 24 minutes long.
Okay. Right. So you got to go tune in because it's the $100 million worth of game episode special edition.
Bro, they didn't timestamp it, bro. I'm trying to find where y'all was talking about the money, like what part of, so I got to, because the people talking about the money online.
All through it, man. You know what I mean? It's just all through it's and I don't know what it to be timestamped, but
I'll find it. That's my job. I'll find it. So
Tank Davis.
Bill, so I want you to hear this.
Tank Davis.
Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny, now is the time. You can come over here and join the winning side because we still working and we still winning. 33-0. Now, guess what?
What?
You know that Range Rover I got out there, Dev just got that for me.
And the business.
Come on, man. It's big business over here. If Tank don't want to be a part of it, man, Coach Calvin and Kenny, they at least can keep working. Hello? Yeah, that's what an Oakland player going to do. We're going to give him an opportunity. Now, if Tank's still in the business, then let's get it on. He's on the list. He's like at the top of the motherfucker. But if he ain't working, and I think Coach Kenny said he was in the celebrity boxing. Now, y'all might need to bring me in on that shit, though, because y'all in that celebrity
You
boxing
against Coach Kenny?
Hey, so you brought Tank name up. I'm looking at, hold on, Bill, I'm looking at the comment section. They talking about, they said if you ask for a real person, this and that. This one guy said we still working and still winning. It's support of y'all. Another guy said you can't do a show without bringing Tank name up. You're clout chasing. One dude say 32-1. Also, it's a mixed bag. You got some people who support you, some people who don't support you.
Well,
you bringing Tank name up. Why you bringing Tank name up? People, his fans don't like that.
Coach, he asked me. He said Tank Davis. Mm-hmm. That's what he said. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he brought him up.
He brought his name up. But it still stands. See, when you offer you offer a person a job, you still get treated like that. Now I said if they not working right now, you know what I mean? We working, willing, and able, to bring in the best now. I bring in the best so we can do our best, right? Mm-hmm. I do that,
Yeah, I know that.
So why wouldn't, if they resulted to where that they went to celebrity boxing only, you know what I mean? Women's celebrity boxing, and particularly shout out to the queen who did her very best in the auditorium that they were at. That a real qualified team, wouldn't extend theirs. Now, I'll tell you one thing is, if as many times as I've been offered to work, Devin has always appreciated it, and I think always in the long run, I've gotten a pay increase, a raise. No different than Coach Calvin, you know, when he got that Benz after I did. So hopefully he'll get a Range Rover now, you know. I mean, we got one on the West Coast and one on the East Coast. It's only right, Coach, right?
So are you? It look like you riding in the Range Rover right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like it. I thought I saw that. Okay, so Dale bought you a Range.
Well, that's for the East Coast. That's for that's the East Coast. And then I got my wagon, you know, for the West Coast.
So, so it sounds like you bragging. You know, you trying to sound calm, and you know, it's like you stunting right now. The people who don't like you, it's going to make them not like you more. So you probably want to pipe down from that. You didn't have to bring up the Range Rover and all that. That wasn't necessary, or the G wagon.
Well, you know, I'm just saying, you know, I'm just speaking facts, man. You know, what we've earned along the way, based on doing a good job and being of great service, and I don't take away what Coach Kenny and what Calvin do. I always speak favoring about. I say that they're just as deserving, and if they don't have it, then they're deserving of an opportunity to get it. That's all.
Would you be willing to create that opportunity for Coach Calvin and Coach Kenny?
Oh yeah, I would definitely be willing to talk about it.
What is it about you that, irregardless of what the negative things that the bots may say, or the people who control the bots, or just maybe the few YouTube channels or the few people who don't like you at all, what is it about the criticism and stuff that you hear? I never see you get upset. I never see you get ruffled. It's kind of like, you know, you don't take it personal. It's always all business with you. Where did you get that resolve from?
You know, it's alhamdulillah. You know what I mean? It's what a great position that we're in. You know what I mean? And it's always a lesson in everything, a lesson and a blessing. You know what I mean? I don't believe in looked at it in any other way.
Keyshawn Davis was mentioned. Gillie brought up Tank, and people say you can't do a show without bringing up Tank name, but you didn't bring him up. You right. You correct him on that. You right about that. Gillie brought him up.
Keyshawn, the bad businessman Davis.
Why'd you call him that?
Doing bad business. Well, I mean, I'm saying is we saw the legendary time he walks up and he talks to me and he does all the things and he sends me DMs and you know he goes on. I don't know if he goes on promo runs or whatever he does. I don't know what he be doing. But anytime there's time to do business and negotiate and talk about the fight, he goes the other direction. So, I'm not going to take him off the list now. You know what I mean? The list is the list. You know what I mean? You got to lose your way off of there, or you have to just completely have us lose all faith in you. So I won't lose faith in what the people want to see in the fight. I'll just lose faith in the approach that we have to do it and say now we're going to be forced to deal with Jay specifically on that one.
So the reason why I say that is because I remember I said, listen, if Keyshawn Davis really want to fight with Devin Haney, he need to just play into the whole thing, the Debo thing, let you be Craig and all that stuff there. Bro, I promise you I said this shit on this podcast. Next thing I know, like a week or so later, he got a video of him in South Central, driving up to the same house where the movie with Friday was shot at, the same neighborhood and stuff like that, and got out, he looking for Debo and all that stuff there. So I had got excited. I'm not gonna lie, I got the Holy Ghost, because I was like, okay, he doing the shit I said that he should do to get the fight. And then I'm finding out that he's fighting Albright again, which Albright is a good fighter. He's a good fighter. Some would say that they thought he won that fight the first time in Texas.
But I'm saying is, if you've never had a big fight, how do you lose patience, you lose resolve, you lose all the things to do it, always way before us. You know what I mean? You fought since us, you fighting again since us, and you fighting somebody that doesn't validate your position or your argument. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying is that Dev is the same age, younger than a lot of these guys, and he's been put in those positions where he's shown and come through an adverse situation, whether it's going to Australia or fighting a Lomachenko, Hall of Famer, or you know what I mean, Brian Norman. It's times where you look at it and you say, oh man, Devin better be careful. Devin better be careful. When are these guys ever going to be put in a position that they got to be careful, man?
You know what?
I'm just saying enough's enough, man. No, really, I'm just saying enough's enough with all. We were the guys that were calling for fights with Robert Eastern and Broner. You know what I'm saying? We was at the 35 when Mikey Garcia, Lomachenko, and those guys was at 35. You know what I'm saying? So we've been there and done that too, and stayed through Tank being there. Shakur was there. Tiafimo. I mean, like, it was a lot of people there when we became undisputed, and to stay down with it. But when are these guys going to do the same, man? They don't have to, I'm saying is we would love to make the fights happen with them. Don't get me wrong. I'm not crossing us off. But in the interim, in the meantime, why aren't they held to a standard by their team, themselves, their fans, to do more?
That's very easy. I say this all the time. There's an old saying: if they did not have a double standard, they wouldn't have a standard at all. So what it is this: the people who you're saying, when are they going to require the same thing that they require for Devin? When are they going to require that for their fighter? Well, they're never going to require that for their fighter, because the way social media work is this: we don't like you. So since we don't like you, and if it's enough of us who don't like you, then we don't require our fighter to become undisputed. We don't require our fighter to become multi-division world champion. We don't require our fighter to fight the top dudes day in and day out. Because that's, they got their fighters in the witness protection program. But the nigga who they don't like, they want him to fight King Kong, Godzilla, Mothra, Gamera, He-Man, all of the Thundercats. You get what I'm saying? Voltron, Megatron, Optimus Prime, but they fighting whole head cheese sandwiches. So that's the issue. They don't like you. So when they don't like you, there's always going to be a double standard. I hope that answers your question as it relates to that. But that's what it's going on.
No, absolutely. But that dislike, that thing to prove ourselves, that chip on our shoulder to go out and make the fights and argue and fight 3 pounds under the weight, and the drugs and all the stuff that has been used against us, right? Mm-hmm. It kind of made Devin who he is. You know what I'm saying? And we wouldn't want to have it no other way, Like, those are the times and things that have made Devin and made the brand and given me the ability to go to neighborhoods all around the country and the world, and they like, man, Devin a fight. And then the same cities that I'm in with their hometown fighters, they have guys that say, man, he ain't fought nobody. They have nothing to get excited about. So when you tell me a guy comes out the hometown and he gets to the top of the game, mm-hmm. and his own hometown is not proud of anything that he done did.
Which fight are you referring to?
Well, I'm saying is that if the fighter has never been pushed and never been in a position where the hometown thought that he was going to lose, and he came through in a clutch like Omaha got a chance to do with Bud, right?
Yeah.
That Oakland got a chance to do with Dev, you know what I mean? So the town, they listened, and they said, okay, all right, now, Dev, you're going to have to prove yourself with Brian Norman. You have to prove yourself. Right? And then you come out of it. It's a different sweetness, a different, you know what I mean, of the juice being there. You know what I mean? Having a guy like Brian Norman Sr. breathing down your neck. You know what I mean? Going out you know what I'm saying?
Listen. Brian Norman Sr., listen, I look at that like this here. The Haneys and the Normans are 1-1. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Brian Norman Sr. said he'd knock you out on social media. I beat you on social media, and my son gonna beat you in the fight. Now I ain't gonna lie. I thought this. I was worried. I was worried. You know, I thought Brian Norman. I saw what he did to the last boy. He put him in the coma. You know, I did not like Devin Haney's performance against the Ramirez fight, and Dale proved me wrong. He came out there. I said if this fight go 12 rounds, Devin Haney gonna win.
I give him. I'll concede to his social media victory. And I don't want a rematch. Listen, he's the best to ever do it. You know what I mean? Because he still didn't lose. You know what I mean? He done got fired and some more shit, and he still didn't lose. I don't know what it's going to take for him to lose. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't want to be a part of it. It's too vicious and gory, and for the kind of loss that he needs to take. To understand that it's a loss, because shit, it was a great, like I said, to me, it was a great promotion. It was a great opportunity. It was a great opportunity, and a adversary like Norman, who's right, and that's refreshing, right? To have that kind of competitiveness when you have other fighters pledging allegiance to fighters in their same weight division. You see what I mean? So to have something like that. So to have something like that that's legitimately like just bad blood, I hated to see him get fired. You know what I mean? Because I was thinking that it was going to be, you know what I mean? That they were going to be doing just what he's saying right now, wanting to fight us until them guys retire. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't expect anything else,
It's funny because you said the transition a little bit. You said that other fighters are pledging allegiance to with other fighters in their division, and that shit's crazy as hell. Because one thing I will say about the Normans, and we're going to pass them, but I want to just touch on this a little bit. Brian Norman Jr., a great young man. I love it. I love that brother. A great young man, very nice. Very articulate, speak very well. But he doesn't pledge allegiance to other fighters. He don't say, well, this fighter in my weight division, I'm not gonna fight it because he's my brother. He don't say that's my brother. He don't sit back and say, it's like, it's too much friendship and brotherhood and love and all that's fine and dandy. The brothers can fight each other. And what you're saying is, Devin Haney is not that type of fighter. Of course, Brian Norman is not that type of fighter. We can be friends, but when it's time to do business and fight, you about that action. Is that what you're saying?
And I think that our Devin's resume and our history has proven that.
Adrian Broner, would you be willing to fight Adrian Broner? Not you, Bill, but I'm talking about Devin. Give him an opportunity. He looked like he fell on his nuts, and then he had to come to Temple. I gotta say this, Bill. He had to come to Temple, get with the jitterbug, Dean the Great, and it seemed like he's trying to get back on the, he gets some kind of notoriety in another lane. Will Devin be willing to give him an opportunity to get some money in his pocket?
Who can't love AB and everything about him and the story and all the other stuff? And, he just really has this comeback kid kind of story that we all want to see. And it would take all of me to help him, right? Almost help him be able to be a competitive threat to us. I would have to see him without taking advantage of him. You know what I mean? I would have to see some kind of change because just looking at him right now and in the space that he's in, I love it. I love it because it's a casual space and it's not life threatening. When he makes that transition and he wants to get back in the ring, you know what I mean? I would just, I'm not even looking at it like that. I wish AB well, and I want my brother to just stay happy and you know what I mean, find some kind of success in what he's doing right now.
I understand that. Shakur Stevenson. We're hearing rumors. Shakur could be going to Zuffa Boxing. Devin Haney could be going to Zuffa Boxing. Do we, did the $100 million deal? Do we see a Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson or Tank Davis? I don't know about Tank, but Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson. Is that a possibility for those guys to be fighting each other sometime this year or the top of next year. What say you about that?
You know what I mean? It's Devin Haney versus everybody. We don't care. At 147 pounds, you know, the time is now. It's the Devin Haney era, and you know what I mean. Anybody can get it. We're not picking. We're just ready to get back in there.
I'm looking at the snippet of the interview when he was talking about Boots with $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, and you was explaining something, and Gillie got very, very emotional. He went to yelling and talking about Boots this and that and yada yada yada. Y'all went to talking about resumes, but you was actually breaking down stylistically. And what you said in the beginning of this interview, you were saying that, hey, you know, when you know y'all want us to be in these dangerous situations or fights to where people think you actually going to lose, like people thought you was going to lose the Brian Norman fight, me included. I did think that, I'm not gonna lie. And but Dev came through, and not only did he not lose, he dropped him. You know what I mean? And it looked like he almost stopped him. So I get what you're saying on that. And you was explaining the Gillie from a stylistic standpoint. Matter of fact, I'll let you say it. I don't want to put words in your mouth. What were you trying to explain to Gillie as it relates to Boots? Because Gillie took it as though, you know,
I mean, I think that Boots stylistically, he needs a fighter, or he prefers a fighter to be right there in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the times that he's had any kind of uncomfortability has happened when it's been a boxer. And the boxers that do make him show any kind of uncomfortability pale in comparison to a boxer like Devin, Shakur, and boxers that technical fighters that the gentleman from Philly says that he likes and respects. That's just him. He doesn't like or believe that a fighter should have to go through a bunch of punishment to handle the business on that given night. And that's Philly. You know what I'm saying? It's a boxing capital. It's a boxing hub, a fight hub. You know what I mean?
I mean, it was. You're looking at Philly from a historical standpoint. It ain't no boxing capital no more. Them days over with.
No. On the contrary, when you talk about, and I felt like I was back 10, 15 years ago in certain cities when the entire block is engaged in boxing. They're engaged in there, and you hear references like, you say he ain't no good like he up at Joe Frazier gym or something like that. You know, like they weren't nothing about that group over there was casual.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They were passionate in their belief, and you know what I mean? Like, and Gillie, you know, he's passionate. He's Phillied out. He's Philly to the 10th power. So he has passion mixed in there with that. And to have one of his homeboys, you know what I mean, to choose that they prefer technical fighters. I just was trying to get that point across.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, because we're talking about the standing owners and you actually breaking down the styles. And actually, to be honest with you, you were right. You were actually right from a stylistic standpoint. But Gillie was so emotional about, because it's his Philadelphia fighter, and I get that. That's Philly and this and that. He don't know what the fuck he's looking at, to be honest with you. But I get what you're saying.
I think he understands. But when you have emotion, and you have emotion tied up in there, right, inside your intelligence, right? It's gonna require some discipline, and not just to like say, well, fuck it, man. You know what I mean? I'm Phillied out. No, I'm gonna represent for but you gotta respect that too. I mean, I don't see a lot of Eagles fans part-time and pulling for the Ravens. You know what I mean? So from our standpoint, we love it. You know what I mean? I love to go down there and the Lions Den down there, you know what I mean, with the Philly fans and talk to them about Devin. But I don't have to talk about what we're gonna do. I can rest assured that we're respected of what we've already done. You know what I mean? So I don't go down there with no wishful thinking. I go and say, you know what I mean? our track record and our resume shows you that we ready to make it happen right now.
The transition a little bit. I spoke to Bud yesterday, and I was looking at the clip. Well, I don't know who called Bud, FaceTimed him, because I'm gonna finish looking at the interview. I saw like the first 20 minutes of it, but I'm gonna finish looking at the interview after the show. But Bud was explaining the situation, because you got, I don't know if you know there's a issue with Philly, boxing fans in Philly and Terrence Crawford, and you probably know what that's about. Situation, years ago. So they don't like that black nigga from Omaha. I call him Black Freezer. They don't like Black Freezer from Omaha, Nebraska, and I get that. I'm not saying Gillie and Wallo don't, but that's what that's all about. So when y'all called him, and he was on the phone and he was explaining about the Boots situation, and say he'll slap him and all that shit there, and he tired of people playing with his name, saying like he what was that all about? I'll let you tell.
I think, Bud speaks for himself, and the energy that he carries, inside and outside the ring, it's passion times 10. You know what I mean? He says what he means, and I believe he means what he says. So I think that will continue to be something that they'll talk about, but I don't think it, and I don't see it ever happening. They're just at two different places.
Yeah. I know he's not coming out of retirement. Bud is done. But it's it seems like I know.
And respectfully, what they do. They'll play with his brand and say, okay, knowing that, and no offense, because Boots is supposed to want that action. He's supposed to want to do it, right? And the fans are supposed to want to see it. But what I said to him, I was like, okay, well, shit, he was just sparring with Canelo, right?
Yeah.
And he was getting booed. And I said, why don't we just go for Canelo? If Bud gonna stay retired, then why aren't the fans asking for Boots to fight Canelo?
Well, Canelo is his friend and all that stuff there, and I know he was helping Canelo prepare. He was preparing Canelo to beat Bud. He said, "I'm gonna work with you to help beat Bud." And that shit backfired.
Yeah, but these are opportunities. What I'm saying is that the fighters that be wanting to, no different than Benavidez. I believe in Benavidez, and I believe in his dad. I'm saying is, y'all go get Usyk. You know what I'm saying? Go up there and get Usyk. Well, they know what Bivol, what Bivol and all that, right? Go get Usyk. He at the tail end. Y'all still active. Yeah, of course Usyk is dangerous. Of course, all the shit. But do you know how big Benavidez would really be big? El Monstro? The monster would be big. And why not? Why,
I mean, I'm gonna tell you. Listen, the Benavidez.
If you because Devin is not getting fucking Canelo ready for no fucking Boots. I mean, no Canelo ready for no Crawford. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not the same, and that's why I'm saying is Devin's feet to go up for Boots will continue to prove how great he is when he does it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
What Boots, the feat that Boots will go do to prove his greatness is still yet to be determined. I mean, it's yet to be talked about. And Boots is great. His dad is great. You know what I'm saying? Like, and their training and their build up and where they are, I believe in them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Devin Haney.
I just don't listen. But what I don't believe. I don't believe he's beat anyone to stop me from looking at him and saying that this could be a good future fight.
What about what he just fought Lima Bean not too long ago? What about Lima Bean? You don't think Lima Bean is a good look?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen an opponent. I haven't seen an opponent that we wouldn't beat.
I don't know if y'all could have beat Lima Bean, the Boots last opponent. What about Karen? Karen Chugga.
Lima Bean? Who is Lima Bean?
The last dude that Boots fought, the one he paid 2 Philly cheesesteaks. His name is Lima. I called him Lima Bean. It's Lima, Lima.
Oh, Lima.
Okay, Lima Bean. What else? Yeah, that dude.
No, bro. That's levels to it, and that's not.
Okay.
Not the same level.
All right. Okay. What about Stanionis now? He fought Stanionis. I mean, I wasn't impressed with Stanionis myself, but he fought Stanionis. They said he was supposed to be. Well, ain't nobody said nothing, to be honest with you, but he fought Stanionis.
Yeah, no, Stanionis is a tailor-made fight for him.
Yeah, he flat-footed, come forward, no defense. Yeah. So
he's small. He's a lot smaller than Boots.
But I mean, yeah, that is true. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
No, but I'm just saying this. You know what I mean? For him to be trying to, for him to be trying to bully on Boots, you're not gonna bully on him, and you smaller than him too. That doesn't make sense.
So how would Devin Haney beat him? Because Boots is looked upon as your good brother.
We can't do that. We can't do nothing but boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that we could do is boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no other way that you can say it. And I'm saying is Devin is one of the best boxers in the world. You know what I'm saying? So we look at it just like that. Is that of course we haven't seen anything like Boots in the ring, and Boots ain't seen nothing like us. So
I remember
when we talk about a fight like that, we talk about a lot of money, a lot of shit that can happen. You know what I mean? Shake up the world type shit.
Turki Al-Sheikh. What's your opinions of him?
I mean, shit. He tried to make the fight happen at 147 pounds. So we know what Turki is about. Turki is also has sent. I think he sent a message. What I've gotten that he wants Bud and Crawford to fight again.
You mean Canelo?
All the fight. Yeah, I mean, excuse me. Yeah, Bud and Canelo.
Yeah.
So for all intent purposes, he's definitely a manager's kind of fighter. You know what I mean? Because it's all about the fighters getting paid, and not a promoter kind of fighter where it's about positioning other promoters.
What would be the purpose of that, though? I don't understand. Why does he want Canelo and Bud to fight again when Bud was 3 years older than Canelo, coming off of shoulder surgery? He was a welterweight, moved up.
For black fighters, it has always been like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's where we shine. Where we shine at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not to say that Latino fighters they do it too, but I'm saying is traditionally, right? Historically, these are the things that we got to do, and when we do it, we shine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I think Canelo, if he had beat Bud, he was expected to beat Bud. I don't know if he could tour around the world the way that Bud is, and having a great time, and you know what I mean. It's just Bud is on a real championship parade. You know what I mean? A real career defining parade by beating Canelo and beating the way that he did, and after being down so much and no one ever thinking he's going to have a breakout fight, a career defining fight outside of Earl Spence. Yeah. And to have that opportunity to shine, and then now he's on tour with it. Now, to buy that and to stop that and to rain on that and to bring that to a screeching halt, will Bud take a chance? Is it a fluke? Can Canelo be determined? Can we see a different Canelo? Those are all things that bring and make for a great event and make for an opportunity for Bud to get more money.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, the storyline, because you can sell it like, yeah, man, it was a fluke. Yeah. Hold on, because I'm very, very sarcastic. I have a master's degree in sarcasm. So my thing is, prior, it's always before and after, right? You know this. You know when before Devin has a fight, they say one thing. Then after the fight, when they don't get the outcome they want, then they it's a double standard. They play. You can't beat these guys, as I said before, because they argue both sides of the coin. And I think we spoke about this before. You're like, listen, you say this, and then we do what y'all say we couldn't do or wasn't going to do. Then you move the goalpost. They argue both sides of the coin. So what happens is, I remember everything that was said. You know, you're old, you're chinny, you ain't fought nobody. Yeah, you beat this dude, but he was coming off car accident, this and that, yada, 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 right? Okay, but this time, this going to be the one that gets you, right? And then when you beat a guy, you're 3 years older than him, you're chinny, that's what they say. You ain't fought nobody, that's what they say. You ain't gonna be able to stand up to the punching power. You're old and you coming off shoulder surgery. And then you beat this guy on Mexican Independence Day in front of 73,000 mofos and who over 40-something million who watched on Netflix. I mean, now it's a fluke. So I'm like, okay, well, how come the fluke didn't go the other way? And it's like, this what I was trying to tell you. When they don't like you, it's always a reason why they was wrong for picking against you. Well, it was a fluke, this and that. So what I'm saying is I see Devin Haney is in that same position that Bud was in. You know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I see. He's not the only one, but I think, no matter of fact, I think he is the embodiment of that out of American fighters. What you say about that?
No, I'm saying this. Thank God, alhamdulillah, that we're in a great position. That kind of position. And when you have solid people up around you that continue to reiterate that it's a blessing to be in that position, then you're able to stay focused. And I think even with Bud, he would say that, you know, I'm sure he gained not just strength from himself, but strength from others around him when they were trying to do the things that they were trying to do to him to prevent him to get in that position. You know, I think that Dev is the new and young, you know, version of that.
Bill, have you ever heard this saying? Sometimes you can hate a person so much that you hate them to success.
Yeah, I guess I probably have heard that one. Not too often, but it sure makes sense when you say it.
Yeah, and so this is something that I learned a long time ago from my grandfather. You know, he was in the RP, the Minister Abdul Kareem Muhammad, man, my granddaddy, and he say, brother. He say, for every knock, there's a boost. He used to always give me parables and stuff. And there's a story about the donkey in the Bible about the donkey in the ditch. And what it was the donkey that was in the ditch. And then you had people coming by casting stones. Casting stones, meaning they're saying bad things about you. They're throwing stuff at you, throwing dirt on you and stuff like that. And then, you know, so the people kept walking by the ditch, laughing, making mockery, throwing stones at the donkey. And the donkey was stuck in there. He wasn't going to get out. But what happened was, over a period of time, the people threw so many stones at the donkey that the ditch filled up with all of the stones that the people was throwing at the donkey, and he was able to walk right out of the ditch because of the stones. So that's what that means. Sometimes you can hate somebody so much that you hate them to success.
Yeah. No. I think, you know what I mean? We just alhamdulillah, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I mean, every day is a blessing, man, to keep on working and being an opportunity to show, you know, how resilient, you know what I mean, how faithful we are to the vision.
Bill, I'm in closing. I want a couple things. I want to end on this, but then I want to say something else right after that. It was your fault that the Canelo and Crawford fight happened. Had it not been for you, that fight wouldn't have happened. You know, and I'm saying, and I think everybody know that because Bud said it. He said, "Look, I wasn't even thinking about it." Bill Haney kept telling me every time he saw me, "Yeah, man, Canelo, that's your fight. You need to go after him." And you told him that in 2022, 4 years ago. And everybody who I talk to about you, even those who don't like you that I talk to, is one thing that they are consistent at saying. They say Bill Haney is a hell of a promoter. It just you just somehow at the right time, as Two-Tone would say, at the right time, just land the bag. You land a big fight. Some people just lucky enough to just land stuff at the right time, and then others, they ain't that lucky, the niggas who they be hyping up. So just at the right time, Devin keep, we hearing these rumors and stuff like that. And I'm hearing there's gonna be an announcement from what Tim Bradley is saying. You know what I mean? So shout out to Tim. Bro, man, y'all got to be the luckiest mofos in boxing. I don't know what to say, bro. Y'all lucky in the mud, bro.
No, it's blessed, and when you encounter things like that, they're unexplainable. Nowhere, you know, in my education in boxing or, you know, anything allowed me to be able to navigate these waters without the blessings of God. God wanted it to happen, and he blessed us with it. So I continue to always put him first and saying that, because I know that. I know deep down, you know, when you think about it, what's carried us and what's gotten us here has always been blessings. Right when it looks bleak and the team and everybody is wondering, well, what's going to happen next? You know, I always lean into the faith and say, you know what I mean? We're in the right place right now. And sure enough, Coach, you get that call.
Bill, in closing, I want to end on this. This here says, say the names. Who is it that you want to? I'm going to say the names, and you tell me what you think about these fighters. Keyshawn Davis. As it relate to Bill, as it relate to fighting Devin Haney, Debo Dale, put some respect on his name. Keyshawn Davis. Is he a threat or no threat to Devin?
I hope he's impressive in his next fight. I hope he does well.
Tank Davis.
I hope he gets back in the ring and gets back to being the Tank that we know and love.
Shakur Stevenson.
I hope he can put on 3 more pounds of muscle.
Ryan Garcia.
Man,
Bill, hold on now. I said Ryan now. But you sound like you I know you sound like you shaking like booty meat over there. What's happening?
Ryan, he's had every opportunity for us to get together, and even right now, right, to do the right thing and go into the drug program, drug testing, bottle testing, sign up, you know what I mean, as the right thing to do, right, and make it happen. I don't have any faith in him right now fighting a clean and fair fight, you know what I mean? And that's the only thing that we ask. We can move past all the other shit, but let's move into a space not of denial, but let's move into a place of assurance, assuring to the people that, you know, that it's a clean fight, but more importantly, assuring to the people this one won't have no excuses.
In closing, what is it that you want to say to the people that's listening to the show?
You know what I mean? I don't have anything in particular to say to the people. We do it for the people, and the people are the ones in charge. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to continue to do our best to keep them entertained, and look forward to Devin getting in the ring soon, God willing.
Everybody, the great Bill Haney the Great is out. Let's give him a round of applause. Bill, I appreciate you, man. I'm going to keep my ears to the streets, and, you know, I'll wait on the news.
Hey, absolutely. Hey, listen, and tell Gray, you know what I mean? If it came in, but tell him don't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Peace, Bill. Well, what's up, Greg? Greg gonna mess around. And hit his show on the replay, and then Greg gonna call. Yeah, that motherfucker said my motherfucking name. You tell that motherfucker. You know, y'all know how Greg is. You tell that motherfucker that I said. You know, nigga talking about my nigga ain't finna get no $100 million. Nigga. Always lying. Hey, man. Hey, I got that great boy. God damn. Anyway, I don't, you know, anyway. It is what it is, man. Much love to everybody, man. I'm finna drop these phones.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yeah, I dropped the phone lines for a few minutes, man. See anybody want to call in. Yeah, man, but yeah, bro, yeah, man, let me tell you something, bro. From what my people telling me and from what I seen with my own eyes, I can only speak on that. And what my people telling me, them motherfuckers ain't told me nothing wrong yet. That Zuffa boxing, that Zuffa boxing, that shit real. The money they playing with, that shit real. The people that's backing them, that shit real. Paramount Global, that shit real. The budget they got, that shit real. Are they in it for the long haul? That shit real. The pockets is deep, that shit real. The shit they putting together, like, you know, and see, and how I know it's real is because I'm looking at how Oscar De La Hoya responds. Frank Warren responds. Eddie Hearn. I look at how angry they are at the mention of Dana White or whoever. You know, again, motherfucker don't like Dana White. I don't give a damn. I mean, again, all these guys are 9-figure guys. Multi-millionaire, 9-figure conversations. You know, so I'm not team this white man over this white man over this Mexican over this American Mexican or white man. Oscar De La Hoya put him up, say he white because he ain't white. You know what I'm saying? I'm not emotionally invested. These guys are 9-figure niggas. What they may put on performative hatred or dislike on camera, and we can shoot a video on it, talk about it, or whatever the case may be. But in real life, when they see each other, they shake hands. Ain't nobody throwing hands. Ain't no fighting. It ain't none of that. They just, you know, hey, how you doing, mate, old chap? Or, you know, how you doing? My name is Oscar De La Hoya. I know what they said about you in the past, but you know, let's be friends. You know what I'm saying? Like what they say in front of the camera and what goes on in the background, two different things. It's like politicians, the Democrats and Republicans. The Democrats don't like the Republicans because they this. The Republicans don't like the Democrats because they that. And then when the camera go off, they shaking hands, giving each other a high five. My son gonna marry your daughter. Your daughter gonna marry my son. Our kids go to the same Ivy League schools. We're part of the same social circles. We got the same social economic status in society. We know everything good. Then when we get back on the camera, we put on the show again. And that's the reality. True. And that's the reality of the situation. That's how this shit works. Once I understood that's what's going on in boxing, then I realized, oh, this is just a game. It's just a game. Because just think about it. There's nothing that you and I can say emotionally that's going to change the outcome anyways. These people control the algorithm. These people they create bots and stuff like that. I know how to make them now. I know how to make bots too. So, you know, you can train the bots to do certain things and all that stuff there. I get it. And then, you know, and then I call YouTube the chitlin circuit. All of us on the chitlin circuit, myself, everybody. It's the chitlin circuit. And everybody trying to get their piece of hog mog or a piece of chitlin. You get what I'm saying? Because the AdSense don't really pay that much on for YouTube boxing. They don't. I know what the ad revenue is. Trust me, I know. I can, you know what I mean? You can find all that out, right? That's very easy to do. So I know what it's paying, right? You can find out on the Google University, YouTube University. You can find that out. Yeah, so you gotta try to, you know, and this what I was telling Bill. I was like, man, look, man, this shit, you know, shit kind of shit. It seemed like I said the shit is going into a different direction. It's like some people say it's kind of dead, it don't die down, or whatever the case may be. And I don't want to say it's dead, it don't die down. I would say, shit, ain't nobody calling us. Let me go ahead and take the phone number off. I say that as I said, we have a different audience here now, right? We have a different audience here, and that audience only care about certain things. That audience care about, the gang goofy shit, the influencer shit, that's what this is about. So what this is the fan base that you have here now in boxing. You have influencer / streamer, which is kind of like influencer / celebrity / boxing. So the hottest name in boxing right now is Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner ain't no boxer no more, but he's a former boxer. Adrian Broner ain't got no money no more. But he trying to get his coins together now because he hooked up with the jitterbug. Shout out to Dean the Great. Shout out to you, young brother. You know what I mean? Now, some people say that the money that Dean the Great is helping AB make, that's alcohol money. But he got 10 kids, he on child support, so help the man, AB on his dick right now. Shout out to H-Town T. Hey, okay. Been a member for 15 months. He said, I told y'all when Bill name come up, respect it. Yeah, man, listen, man, like they say.
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fight another ball.
Wait, what my main man say? What a bird man at?
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
Yeah, so that's what's here. So you got the real boxers like Keyshawn Davis, Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Jerron Boots Ennis, Xander Zayas, Bam Rodriguez, David Benavidez. If you just keep it strictly with boxing, it's a small little core group of boxers that's going, everybody got their own cliques. It ain't a bunch of Boots fans where they dominate the internet like that. It ain't really a bunch of Tank fans that dominate. He got that dominate the internet like that. It's like it's Devin, the Shakur. It's like all these dudes on the same level for the most part. I'm just saying from a popularity standpoint. It's the influencers that are boxing fans here now. They on the Jake Paul stuff, the KSI. The Christian Rock, she did her thing. Shout out to Coach Kenny and them and Coach Calvin them. They doing that over there. Coach Kenny, that's my guy. I rock with Coach Kenny, man. Good dude. I met him. Good brother. It's the gang goofy shit, as my brother Melvin Farmer would say. Yeah, coach, they on that gang goofy shit. Ain't nobody on that. Yeah, so that's what it is. So you got influencer boxing fans, streamers, celebrity boxing, and regular boxing fans. So, and once you understand that, now I know where it's going at. So I know you gotta cater to that audience. Because that audience don't care nothing about who the best fighters is. It's all about the perception. That audience don't care nothing about the best guys fighting the top guys. It's all about this my fighter. He popular. He popping. I want to protect him. I don't want to see him lose. I don't want to see him in no tough fights. And we going to clown this dude, clown that dude, and clown that dude. And we going to protect. So that's what's going on. And then, you going to yell, scream, bitch, nigga, I this and that. And I'm like, ain't nobody finna argue with you, dog. You right now, you emotional. You too emotional over another man that you don't even know. Like some of you niggas just jumping out the window. You ain't know that. Y'all act like y'all want to fuck the fighters. Y'all like you want to give him some ass. I'm like, dude, the nigga don't even know you. You don't even fight that way for your woman. If you got one. If you got a woman at home, fan, why you ain't crashing out online digitally about another man who's a millionaire who don't even know you exist? And you do it with pride. Every day. I take my hat off to you. Take my hat off to you. You are consistent. True. Okay, somebody called. All right. Yeah, because I'm finna get ready to shut it down. I'll call her. What's your name? Where you call it from?
G-Pop from the Bronx. Coach, I'm gonna make it quick. I got two questions for you.
Go ahead.
I'm just want to go back to the Devin Haney and Bill Haney conversation real quick. Is there any elite fighters over there at 147 in Zuffa besides Conor Ben?
No, Conor Ben not an elite fighter.
But I'm saying, like, of that ilk.
No, not that I know of. No.
Yeah. So if he's signing the Zuffa, what is he gonna be fighting? Tomato can?
No, he probably gonna be fighting some other dudes. I mean, it's some other cats coming. It's some other cats coming over there, bro. They gonna come for that money. Tell you, they're gonna come for that money.
All right, because I'm confused. Like, who is over there, Zuffa, that's gonna garnish that kind of money, or is this just something that's guaranteed in his paycheck? I mean, in his fight is first.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm telling you, it's gonna listen. The shit just when the news dropped, cause I was asking that same question too, but then I realized I said, you know what, it's gonna be some fighters that's the fighters gonna come for that money, bro. Like they're gonna come for that. At the end of the day, it's about the money. And then Zuffa can afford to pay these fighters more money than the promoters can pay them. And then Turk Al-Sheikh is involved in that. Cause I was saying the same thing with Turk Al-Sheikh. I was like, how they gonna, but yeah.
So being that Boachuk lost to Shane Mosley Jr. on yesterday, is that a fight that we could potentially see on Zuffa card for Dev?
I don't know. I mean, what they fought at? What they fought at 154?
Jr. is 147, right?
No.
No, Shane Mosley is 147, right? Or
No.
154?
No. He not 147.
154?
Yeah, I think he 154.
Oh, I thought he was 147.
Or did he move up? He might have went to 160. Let me see. What weight did they fight at? Because I didn't see the fight.
I'm not sure. I don't even know, to be honest. I figured you would know.
No.
Sure, to be honest.
No. He not 147.
Oh, all right. All right. I just was curious about who they gonna fight if they do go to Zuffa, because I'm like thinking about like who's over there for them to fight. I know Conor Ben is over there, but that's probably the only person that has like a similar, like a small name, or is not even elite, but he's at the level somewhat.
Oh, he 160. Sugar Shane Mosley 160. So
okay.
yeah,
So
again, I don't.
So
I mean,
too big.
Well, I tell you what, I mean,
they do it at a catch weight.
Yeah, they know more about that situation. Like the business people, they gonna figure it out. I'm pretty sure whatever money they gonna pay Devin or whoever, they're not gonna just pay them and not gonna have nobody for them to fight. So I don't think that's gonna be an issue, to be honest with you.
All right, that's all I wanted to know, because I was listening to the interview and I was confused, like who's over there for him to fight. But if that's what's going on, then we'll just see when it's announced.
All right. Well, shout out to G5, man, the Bronx.
All right, coach.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's not gonna be an issue, because I remember I was thinking the same thing. I was like, man, well, hold on now, because it's like, okay, they only gonna fight. It's an issue if they are only gonna fight. We only gonna fight people who side with Zuffa and this and that. Nah, it's some shit. I'm telling you, it's a motherfucker going to be pissed the fuck off. Like the politics, what's going on, or whatever the case may be, it's gonna be big bank take little bank at the end of the day. Did you get what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no issues. Now, it might be some issues with the sanctioning bodies, maybe. I don't know, but you get what I'm saying? If it is, so what? Like, if I'm gonna make a whole lot of money without that belt, or with that belt, or whatever, then that's on, then that mean the sanctioning body ain't gonna get a percentage. They want to take their belt. They ain't gonna get a percentage of my purse. So that's on them. You get what I'm saying? So it's going from what I'm seeing, people I spoke with, what I'm seeing, like, just give us some time. By the end of this year, I want to see what it's looking like. We got 7 more months in this year. I want to see what it's looking like. We're gonna see. Like Zuffa ain't been around that long. What, they been around like 4 months, something like that? I want to say 4. Yeah, about 4 months. They've been around about 4 or 5 months, maybe, since January or something of that sort. I think when they first started putting fights on, either January or February. I think maybe February. I'm not sure. Yeah, they ain't been around that long. You get what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. But I know what's backing them. I know the conglomerate that's backing them. Paramount Global is Paramount Global. TKO Holdings, then took Al-Sheikh to Saudi. So you get what I'm saying? All that shit connected together. The money is not an issue. What their business strategy is, I don't know. I'm not in the meetings and nothing of that sort. I don't know. But however, that shit real, bro. It's gonna be motherfuckers who mad, they're gonna be even more mad. Let's give everybody a round of applause. What did he say? He said Richardson Hitchens versus Haney. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Richardson Hitchens is over there. I forgot all about him. I forgot all about him. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Mitchell from Chicago.
Mitchell, talk to me.
Hey, Coach, you know how earlier you was trying to find like a certain part in that $1 million worth of game interview? You know, if you could type in like certain keywords and go straight to what you were finding. I mean, was trying to look for.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, like on your channel where we could like and thumbs down, like it's in between the share.
Oh, it give you a summary. Yeah. I know that. Yeah, you're right. I have forgot all about that.
Yeah, but as far as like the Devin Haney deal go, I mean, whether it's real or not, no one will know. But I think I don't know. I think like nowadays it's kind of taken away from the actual fight. Like, let's say he is getting a deal. Like why is that so important? Like, if Devin Haney is getting $1 billion, it's just like no one should care. Like, I don't think it's gonna ever go back. Like, and also as far as like that amount of money, who do you think overall is the highest paid boxer? You think it's Floyd Mayweather?
What, in today's time?
I mean, just know in boxing history.
Probably was Floyd. He made the most money. I mean, he made the most money. He made the most money than anybody. Well, he grossed the most money than anybody in the history of boxing. So it was Floyd.
Leading up to Floyd, was he already decorated and accomplished when he was getting before that Pacquiao fight? Because that's the last time I heard 100 million.
Yeah, Floyd was decorated. Floyd was decorated when he was Pretty Boy Floyd. You know, he had like 35 fights with top rank on the when he was Pretty Boy Floyd moniker. Then he changed his name to Money Mayweather, but he didn't start seeing that next stratosphere type money because he was rich. He made a lot of money, but he didn't see that next stratosphere type money like 9 digits until when he fought Oscar De La Hoya. Then the fights that happened after that, because he didn't make 9 digits fighting Oscar, but after Oscar, that kind of like stamped him. Then he took over the Mexican holiday, the Cinco de Mayo. Well, the Mexican holiday is Mexican Independence Day. He took that over. Then he took over Cinco de Mayo over here in America. Then the way he was structuring his deals, him, Al Heyman, Steven Espinosa, Richard Schaefer, they was structuring it to where, he's dealing directly with the network, but using the promoter to promote the fight. So, and then Floyd was putting his money up, so he'll pay for the whole undercard. So that's money that the promoter can't get. And he knew how many pay-per-views, because he had to deal directly with the network. So he knew they couldn't just tell him, oh, your fight didn't sell like we, like these promoters will tell a fighter, we're going to give you a back-end contract. We're going to give you $50,000 up front. You're going to get another, we're going to give you $500,000 up front. You said you want $10 million. We're going to give you the other $9.5 million on the back end. See, as long as we sell 200,000 pay-per-views, then anything after that, you're going to get 85% of the pay-per-view. That sounds good, right? But you got a threshold that you got to meet. And then the promoter can tell you, yeah, dog, we ain't meet that threshold, dog. So, you know what I mean? So the money you supposed to get, them other $9.5 million, and you might have to charge that to the game, baby boy. Or he go another 100,000 right here. That's all that. You know what I mean? So the way Floyd had his deal structured, he was dealing directly with like the plug. So it's different. It's different than a fighter won't make that kind of money unless he had a deal structure like Floyd, something like that.
And granted, like these boxing promotions, they can give however much money they want, is their money. But coach, if you are in those shoes, let's say of Dana, whoever, a boxing promoter, how do you protect yourself and still do good business with the fighters if you were in that position? Because at the end of the day, you're in business for a reason, not to break even, not to just please the public. So how do you protect yourself?
Well, what do you mean? You talking about the fighter or a promoter?
No, the promoter. Like if you're in that position, how do you protect yourself? Because yes, you want to do good business and those things, and take care. But how do you protect yourself with this 100 million scenario that's going on?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna have it structured. I mean, again, these people, that's their problem. To be honest with you, you know what I mean? Like, remember what I know about the contracts and deals and stuff like that. It's all how your deal is structured. I don't know how his deal is structured, or how that deal would be structured. I know what I saw, but I still don't know the ins and outs of what this deal is going to be. What it's going to look like. How do you get this money? Who do you have to fight? How many fights are you going to have? So these are a lot of questions that I have, like everybody else, that I really don't know. So I'm the promoter. you know, these people, all the money that they have, these people ain't dumb. They're not stupid. You know, they would know. They would. Matter of fact, those would be the people who can better answer that question more so than me. If I find out any information, then we'll see how the deal is structured. But I'm not worried about it, to be honest with you.
And this is my last take on it. If Devin Haney is getting this to everybody, this is not a bad thing. The same with sports in general, with NBA.
Mm-hmm.
From Michael Jordan, look at the money Kobe made. From Kobe, look at what LeBron made. Now look at what Gillie Alexander and Luka is making. If Devin Haney is making his money, that's good for boxing because it paves the way for the next generation. So I think there's multiple ways you can look at this. But let's just say it is true. Imagine what Abdullah Mason can make. Imagine what Sean Haney can make if he makes it. Imagine for the people that's coming up underneath Devin Haney and Shakur, imagine what they can make. So that's my last point. I appreciate you taking my call, Coach.
All right, shout out to Mitchell. Shot time. Yeah, I don't know what factors into it depends on how the deal is structured. It just depends on how it just depends on put it this way, it's like the NFL. And I'm not comparing boxing to the NFL, but I just want to show you how deals are, you know, I'm just want to give an example. Like in the NFL, you can hear somebody he got $100 million contract, but 20 million of it or 10 million of it guaranteed. So there's other incentives that he have to meet in order to get the other 90 million or something. That's how the NFL structure this shit. Now, of course, NBA, which is a league, NFL, which is a league, baseball, which is a league, is different from boxing. The only league that we have in boxing is Zuffa boxing. Zuffa boxing is the only league that we have. Everything else is just the Wild Wild West. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, as I told you guys, most boxers don't make a lot of money. They don't. It's the stars that, you know, well, it ain't a bunch of Canelos walking around. It ain't but one in America. One. And Canelo from Mexico. He the only Mexican, too. Outside of Canelo, you can't give me no other Mexican that can get paid the kind of money that Canelo get paid. You can't give me one. You can't give me a half of one. So he is the exception to the rule. He is the anomaly. The type of money that Crawford made, that's an exception to the rule. The type of money that Devin Haney is going to make, or Tank Davis is going to make, or whoever is going to make, those guys are exceptions. The type of money that Tyson Fury made, Alexander Usyk made. They made over $200 million fighting each other. Goddamn, Fury made over $100 million for the first fight and the second fight, or something of that sort. Usyk made a little under 100 the first fight, and then he made over 100 the second fight. Then he got paid another 100 or something for the fight Dubois. So, you know, that's just astronomical exception to the rule money. Now, someone like a Richardson Hitchens, he ain't gonna get that kind of money like that. Edgar Berlanga, he ain't gonna get that kind of, he gonna get some good money, but he ain't gonna get that kind of money like that. Now, if they're gonna pay Devin Haney, I mean, I get it. I think, you know, I don't, again, you know, and I get it. Some people feel some type of way. They like to project because they emotionally dislike for a certain individual. And a lot of times, you know, when you dislike somebody, you act out of that emotion. Everything you say and do is based on the emotion of dislike for somebody. Like, put it this way. Let's say I got an issue with Tilo, or let's say I don't like Ace Town T, or Ace Town T don't like somebody, or Brass Garage don't like somebody. What they do is Tila and Raj, everything that a person say and feel about you is going to be based off of the emotion of their hatred or dislike for you. So they can never give you a fair shake or use critical thinking skills, because their emotional dislike for you is all based around their confirmation bias. They will only accept information that confirms what they already want to believe about you. They don't like you. So if it sounds like something that's good for you, oh, that shit ain't gonna happen. I don't like that nigga. I don't want that good. That's all that nigga lying. What they really saying is, I don't like that nigga. I don't want him to get it because I don't like him. That's what they really saying. You hear what they say, but then you think about what they're really saying. Because the people who saying it are the very same people who don't like you in the first place. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Yeah, and that's just the reality of the situation. Hey, shout out to Curtis, man. Curtis Robinson, man. Salute, man. Baltimore stand up. Shout out to B More. Shout out to Tina. She said I'm likable. Yeah. No, but I know. I was just giving that an example. You get what I'm saying? Like shout out to Curtis. Like if somebody don't like Curtis, that's what they'll do. Like that, like if someone don't like Brass Garage, or someone don't like doggone Dr. Boxing, or someone don't like Schoolo or whoever, it don't matter. The people who don't like you, put it this way, it's like trying to get a fair shake. It's like a sheep trying to get a fair shake in front of a pack of wolves. The wolves don't like you. Well, no, the wolves do like you. They like you so much they want to eat you. You're going to be dinner tonight. They're going to eat you alive. Wolves. Or African wild dogs. They get on your ass, it's over. African wild dogs, they can run all day. How they how they get to catch their prey? They're not the fastest in the world, but they run together. And they have endurance. So over a period of time, anything will get tired. So they can be chasing a prey and he be running away or a deer or whatever, right? They can be running away, and guess what? They're gonna be on your ass. And guess what? When you get tired and fatigue sets in, and then one motherfucker bitch on the leg, then you try to run some more, then another bitch on the other leg, then you don't got tired and just stop, then they just go to screaming and they just, bro, go look at some videos of how African wild dogs hunt. Them motherfuckers do not play, boy. They get on your ass, nigga. You better try to climb a tree or something. You better hope you buy a tree. You better hope that you buy a tree. You get what I'm saying? Man, hey, Tila, look up the African wild dog. Man, I'm like, God damn, just imagine a motherfucker eating you alive, you hollering and screaming, ain't nothing you can do. You tired, what you say? He say Zuffa is just making boxing more fragmented than it already is. I remember when there was only 2 world champions per weight. Every time I see boxing get more fragmented, it's never good. Okay, but guess what? Ain't nothing you can do about it. True. If that's your take on it, you know what I mean? That's your opinion. Nothing wrong with that. But guess what? There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Shout out to the Not That All. Hey, okay. Let's see what this is. Hold on. I'm just gonna shut it down. See what this is. Hold on. See what this is. I'm just gonna shut this shit down. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Sorry, how you doing, man?
What's going on? Who's
me? Right in the phone. I was gonna say. What's happening?
What's your name is, brother?
Yeah, man. It's Boxing Story.
Oh, Boxing the Story, man. Go ahead, bro. We just finna wrap up. You the last call. Talk to me.
No doubt. I'll be quick about it. I'm gonna say this, man. Like you were saying, like a lot of these promoters didn't take TKO and super serious, man. And just hearing all the rumors of Shakur and Devin, potentially signing a $100 million contract with these guys, man. It's not gonna be the same, man. Especially if all these fighters, go to that one promotion, pretty much trying to monopolize the sport and shit. So it's pretty much
what Al Heyman did. You saying pretty much that's what Al Heyman did?
Yeah. Well, but Al Heyman in the PBC got kicked off with 14. Well, he tried. He got kicked off with 14 networks.
Yeah.
So the only thing is this Zuffa boxing shit, is it sustainable? We just gotta see.
Yeah, that's a good question. But there's no business model that can be sustainable if you're not turning a profit. That's basic business 101. If I put $1 in something and I'm only bringing back 50 cents, then I lost 50 cents. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know what their end game is, what they're doing. What I do know, they got billions, bro. They got a lot of goddamn money. They got more money than Top Rank, Golden Boy, Queensberry, Matchroom, PBC, all combined.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, look, they got UFC and WWE, so, and TKO's been turning profits, especially the first quarter. So, but, the only thing is that if they're doing this shit right, they're only going to cause more confusion. I think somebody else mentioned, because, we already have like 4 sanctioning bodies, right?
Yeah.
So if Zuffa does come in and bring more belts, it's just going to cause more confusion of who the champion is in each division.
Well, not really.
That'd be the only issue.
But not really, because Zuffa is a league. It's a league, and the other rest of the boxing is still the same. So, it's something you said. You said that they're going to bring more confusion. Well, you acknowledge that there was confusion here in the first place. The reason why Zuffa is here is because traditional boxing failed. You had Al Heyman, failed. Oscar De La Hoya, failed. Queensberry, Queensberry and them doing their thing. So they open up the door for Turk Al-Sheikh to come in. And let's not forget about the sanctioning bodies. Boxing and Storm, WBC, they supposed to be a sanctioning body, but yet they're a matchmaker. They don't honor their own rules. They don't, certain mandatories they don't make happen. They create a million different belts. The WBC, got 25 different belts per weight division. So shit, if Zuffa come with their belt, well, goddamn, they making it more confusing. Well, you're saying they're making it more confusing, meaning you acknowledge that it was already confusing on top of the confusion that you feel that Zuffa is bringing. So the traditional boxing model with the sanctioning bodies is done. They made this happen, so they got to live with it.
Yeah, they definitely left the door open for these for a bigger entity to come up and do what they're doing right now. Unfortunately, look, guys are gonna get paid in the dime, and salute to Bill Haney and shit, and Devin. Hopefully they get their money and do what they got to do. But I don't know. I'll just say this: like the future, if you've seen what they've done with the UFC, with a lot of their fighters and whatnot right now, like it may not. It might be good for right now, but I don't know. I just see I don't see nothing positive coming out of this shit.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Well, hey man, shout out to Brian, man. Boston and Storm, salute, brother. Some people are optimistic and some people are pessimistic. Me, I'm the type of guy, I look at the glass being half full versus half empty. I'm an optimistic guy. You get what I'm saying? And as I said before, I don't have any emotional attachment to the sport of boxing like that anymore. I'm done. So I'm going to enjoy the ride whichever way the pendulum swings. You dig? I'm going to enjoy the ride either way it go. And if there's some fighters that can go out there and get their money, get your money, man. I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? It is what it is. How it go down? Because I'm not a part of the decision making. I know what's here now. As I said before, influencer boxing fans, streamer boxing fans, celebrity boxing fans. That's what's here. That's 85% of the boxing fan base in America. It's about popularity. It's about who got the followers. Who on, you know what I mean? That's what it's about. That's what's here. The traditional old school boxing fan, you're done. People like myself, we done. That's over with. I ain't got no problem with that. Listen, as I said before, shout out to Boston and Storm. What you say, fam? You say that the boxing is more confusing and this and that with Zuffa and all that stuff there. Guess what? The hottest name in boxing right now is not Shakur Stevenson. It's not Devin Haney. It's not Boots Ennis. It's not Xander Zayas. It's not Baron Rodriguez. It's not there's not an American fighter, your favorite fighter, no matter where that nigga from that's currently boxing right now, you ain't hotter than AB right now. True. Agent Broner hotter than any nigga right now. Ain't nothing hotter than AB right now. The data shows that. You's a hell of a fighter, but you ain't got no emotion on the line. So you got people in your city that screaming and hollering, shaking their pom-poms, but you ain't popping. I'm just being honest with you, fam. So it's AB. Hey, guess what? AB don't even fight no more. He's an alcoholic. He's streaming. His name on Tasha K talking about Adrian Broner. They ain't talking about these other niggas. The Breakfast Club. Hassan Campbell. Boss Talk Radio. Urban Politicians TV. What's my main man name? What's my man? I forgot my main man name. Dude out of Compton. I forgot his name. All the major big urban podcasts and hip hop blogs, all of them talk about AB. They ain't talk about none of these niggas y'all be arguing about. True. And those are the facts.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. I'm going to give everybody a shout out right after these messages. Now, I want to preface that. I'm not including the UK. The UK, the UK popping. I'm saying in America. When I say this, I'm talking about an American boxing culture. The modern day American boxing. Shout out to Tila. Shout out to my brother H-Town T. I'm saying the American. See, things have changed. When we was younger, and even in the 90s and stuff like that, America had a boxing culture. That Mike Tyson era, boxing culture. Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd, that was the boxing culture. Sugar Ray Leonard, Hagler, Hearns, Duran, Purnell, Roy, James Toney, Winky Wright, Evander Holyfield. We had a boxing culture. Guess what? In today's times, America, we don't have a boxing culture. We have an influencer culture. Influencer. That's what's here. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Game Bred Boxing.
What your name is?
Game Bred Boxing, coach.
Game Bred Boxing. Where you calling from?
Virginia.
Virginia. You the last call. Talk to me.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Bill got to get away from the LDBC, bro. 100%.
That's it?
Killing his fan base.
All right, so you say Bill got to get away from LDBC and he's killing his fan base. That's all you have? All right. Yeah, that's Lord have mercy. Yeah, anyways, shout out to Tilo. Shout out to Aquila. G5 from the Bronx. Shout out to Alan Maddox. Game Bred Boxing. Game Bred. I see you. Shout out to Game Bred Boxing. That was a strange call, but you just pause this and that, but that's okay. Shout out to give a shout out to the callers. Shout out to G5. Mitchell from the Shy. Boxing historian. Shout out to the lovely Aquila. Shout out to Tony Montana. Who else we got? Shout out to my main man Schoolo. Poncho. We got Tony Montana. Shout out to Clinton. Shout out to Mr. Borey. Shout out to Curtis. Shout out to Curtis Robinson. Shout out to Curtis Ross. Shout out to T. H-Town stand up. The lovely Tila. Shout out to who else we got in this building, man? Shout out to the Natural. The Natural. Shout out to shout out to my main man Bruce Gas. Donnie. Let's see, I'll try to get everybody I can. Shout out to the Natural. Shout out to I'm starting to see some of the same names. I ain't seeing no new names. I'm saying the same name. I guess I'm saying the same names over and over and over in the chat. So shout out to my main man Schoolo. Brass Garage. Let's see. Like I said before, boy, what they say behind the avatar, when they see you, they shaking hands and taking pictures. I hate that motherfucker. I can't stand that. It be a motherfucker that be threatening, saying all kind of shit in the chat behind the avatar. And when they see that same fighter or see him somewhere, whatever the case may be, oh man, what's up, man? Goddamn, I'm a big fan. Let me take a picture. You know. Facts, because it don't really be that. It's just some YouTube shit. That's all it be. That's all. Shout out to Mr. Cook. Let's see. Oh yeah, my man. I said G5. The Bronx stand up, man. Hey, G5. Oh, never mind. You already corrected that for me. Cause I was saying, man, I'm gonna need you. Hold on, G5. I got something to show you, dog. Boy, I got something to show you, G5. Listen, my dog, the Puerto Rican assassin. Matter of fact, we're gonna talk about the Puerto Rican. I'll bring that up later. The Puerto Rican assassin doing his thing, dog. We going on tour, G5. Shout out to Jamie from New York. We going on tour. The Puerto Rican assassin is going on tour. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to the Cardenas. Hey, salute to you, fam. I'm going on tour with the Puerto Rican assassin. I'm telling y'all right now. You know what I mean? Me and the Puerto Ricans. Hey, me and the Puerto Ricans, we going on tour.
I felt like a Puerto Rican in this hair. I felt Puerto Rican. Y'all know I love me some Puerto Rican. I felt Puerto Rican in this. Rican.
If you're feeling Puerto Rican, let me know. Shout out to Round One. And what else I got? Guess I'm starting to see some of the same. Shout out to Dr. Boxing. Cool boy Curry. And everyone else I may have forgotten because I'm saying the same names. You know my motto, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace. Much love to the family, man.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.